everybody, and welcome to Sci-Fivision Presents Harbor Haunts for May 14th. We have 2 episodes tonight of Widow's Bay to talk about, 3 and 4, since we didn't get the last one last week, but after this will be 1 a week. But please make sure you like the video, subscribe to Sci-Fivision, hype the video if you can. We always appreciate it. And make sure you join our Discord if you haven't. I put the link in the chat. You can get a copy of our schedule for all of our lives and watch parties, as well as go to the watch parties. Like we had a watch party for Widow's Bay right before this, which was a lot of fun. So yeah, make sure you guys join that if you haven't. Also, just an announcement. I'm not telling who it is yet, but we have a special from guest we're going to be having next week. It's not going to be live, it's going to be recorded, but we'll be calling out for questions after the episode airs, so people have seen it and can ask. And we might have some more announcements soon coming, so just everybody make sure you stay tuned. And of course, we still have Liz Saunders, who plays Donna on From, coming live on June 3rd at 7 Eastern, I believe. So yeah, hello everybody. I see Kimberly and Kaiser in the chat. Hi, guys. So, hello to you two.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Hey, Kimberly, Kaiser. Hello.
I think we all liked these episodes.
Oh, yeah.
We did.
So what did you think? Tell me a little bit before we go through the episode what you guys thought.
So far I've liked every episode so far. I know it's a little bit slower paced, but I really like that it's starting to divulge like the lore behind the island, and it's not like one thing. We're starting to see like it's a couple of different things between the hotel, the hag, the boogeyman, what we saw in this episode 4 with the antler queen. So there's been a lot of stuff going on, definitely very witchy. And I'm really liking this and wanting to kind of keep like sleuthing. I don't think they're as good as From though, but I've been analyzing all this stuff. I know Scarlet, you're really excited about these last episodes too, because I've been seeing it in the Discord.
Yeah.
Antler Queen. As soon as we saw it, I thought of you guys. I was like, and then you put it in the text. I was like, Antler Queen, absolutely.
Scarlet's gonna like this episode. So what did you think, Scarlet, then?
It's that perfect scratch between dark comedy and folk horror that this hits me just right.
Yes. I love the comedy. I do. I think it's hilarious. It's hilarious. And it's really like perfectly placed too, like these one little liners, and they're not coming from people that are like in a funny moment, but it becomes so funny. I really like the way the writers are putting it all together.
Yeah. And I kind of like how we're doing it tonight, because I feel like both of these episodes complement each other. Yes. Like the Sea Hag, I feel, is connected to the second episode through the book, but it also might be connected through Patricia telling Tom, like, you only stop for hot ladies and you never pick any like older ladies up, and then there's this old hag in the middle of the road.
Yeah, and then he winds up picking her up at the end of this episode. I saw that connection too. I thought that exactly. I'm like, they're all connected, but I feel like there's a couple of different things going on, and they're connected because of the island, not because of their cells. I think different things have come to the island, and they kind of just do their thing, harmoniously together, doing their own little separate haunting, torturing, chilling lore things.
Yeah. They also take place during the same night too, which for whatever reason, when I watched it the first time, I didn't realize that. Like, I mean, I realized it because I saw it said 4 days earlier, but I didn't connect that, like, at the end, whenever he was, whenever the sheriff was like going to help her out, that's what it was about. For whatever reason, I didn't connect that. But so you get to see both sides of it. I like that. I know too, we talked about a lot, like how the show kind of straddles. Is it really happening? Isn't really not happening? It's hard to tell. I feel like it's now gone over to
a little bit there.
That I believe something is going on crazy. I don't think it's all in their heads now, where before it was kind of like, it could go either way.
A bunch of people with open mouths just going into the ocean.
Yeah.
Well, there's still, I want to say there's still a point of that though, because I mean, they're trying to say like, oh, it was the, the punch.
They were drugged. Yeah.
Right.
But she didn't know what was going on.
The sheriff's still looking for the old hag, because he has a little list of like old lady, kind of damp or whatever.
I know that was awful.
Somewhat damp.
But I think if it had all been in their head, I don't know. I think that Patricia wouldn't have, like, she obviously something was going on with her that she saw a different book or whatever. So I don't know. I feel like at this point they've more gone over towards you're supposed to believe it. But you know, who knows where it's going next.
Yeah.
I can't believe.
I agree. I think that's definitely real, but the way that they are perceiving what it is, because whatever entity is around them at that time kind of blinds them, almost gives them like a glamour. It's almost, it's very witchy, right? Almost has them hypnotically under a spell, or almost like just puts them in a way where they're not seeing what's really going on. But it's definitely physical. They just don't perceive it until they kind of snap out of it.
Yeah.
But when Wick shot, blah 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 blah. When Wick shot the sea hag, though, she just dissipated.
Yeah, into like this dirty water with like black chunks in it. I was like, ew. And it got in his mouth too, and it took him forever to spit it out. I was like, spit that shit out.
It was gross. But I have some questions about that when we get to it.
But what I was saying is that she didn't leave a corpse.
Yes.
No, you're right. She didn't.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. Hey, B, welcome. All right. Well, the beginning of this is kind of them setting up for the whole party, the inaugural swim. And they're going through the town looking at the historical society. But what is up with this video, right?
Because I love this video.
I know I can feel it makes no sense. Like the guy just stands in the corner and just stands
there. Right against the wall, like he's being punished.
Yeah, it was Blair Witch Project.
It was very Blair Witch Project, exactly.
Yeah, actually kind of was. I think a lot of episode 4 obviously had some influence of that too, of Blair Witch.
Jamie, I thought that they probably didn't have any money to make a video, and they hired this actor, and he couldn't open the door, so he just stood there thinking they were going to edit it, and then they didn't. And they just left it.
Yeah.
Can you see the books that are on the pedestal to the right, like in front of the window? Is that the books? I'm just trying to see if it's anything that we've seen already. I guess you can't really tell from this shot. I gotta see if I can get a good shot of it to see. So I was wondering if that was the grimoire. I know we haven't gotten to that yet, but I was wondering if it was there.
I can tell you can't read what's on it. Although I did get a lot of book pictures in this episode because I know you guys like to look. So when they show her paddy wagon or whatever, I did get quite a bit of
paddy wagon
and pull it apart. All right, and there's that place is so creepy though. The stuff they have, and it's just like so bizarre. Like if you went to a little town and you saw this stuff, I don't know. I think I might walk back out.
You haven't not gone to any small town's historical museum because they all look like this.
Yes, Jamie, come on. This is supposed to be the next Martha's Vineyard.
I don't know. I might be a little weirded out, I think, and leave. The vibe of the videos. Yeah, I think the whole vibe is a little creepy and off.
I know it's not in this episode, but even the video that we saw when he was in the hotel with the older guy and the beach, he just keeps walking, and then he's like, it's like a little like jump scare-ish. Like all the videos in this is creepy as hell.
I just like that he walked down the beach and then it was just the beach.
Yeah, but hey, well, he was touring the beach. That's what they need is the beach, right?
Touring the beach.
The camera didn't go with him though.
The thing I'm ready to laugh at now is I did not until now notice. Besides the fact that there's bird poop on the statue, the statue doesn't have a head. I didn't even know.
Jeremiah.
Yes,
Jeremiah from The Simpsons. What's his last name? They took off the head of his statue.
I thought it was. For a minute, I was like, are we in Sleepy Hollow? Is this Ichabod Crane? And I'm like, what's the deal with the headless horseman guy? I know he's not a horseman, but that's all I could think about when I saw it.
I didn't even notice that. That's why I said I don't pay as much attention to like the screen captures until I'm actually like going through them later. Like I try to take everything and I like think about what it's about, but I don't always like look at details, and I'm not sure how I missed that detail. That's a pretty big detail. When I took it, but you know. Maybe when I saw it the first time, you had a head, right? And then it's just trying to scare me more. Who knows? B says they're stuck there until the next ferry. What if the ferry never comes and you're just stuck there in this anachronistic creepy town? I think that's more Fromville than here.
I love it.
They can't all leave. Yeah. Okay, Kelly didn't notice the head missing either. Then it's not just me that missed that big thing.
In your last live, did you guys talk about like what time this is? Like what decade or time period, like what year it is?
You know, Jen, I was going to ask you if you had any opinions about the 2 episodes you didn't recap with us last week.
Right. So the very first episode with the New York Times, I thought that was the most interesting thing. Like that really like kind of hooked me, especially like I thought it was hilarious, the whole cannibal scene and the way I remember the lady that was wearing the red. I can't remember her name was Jerry. No, I can't remember that woman's name. The one that was
giving him the tour was Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry. Yeah, the one that was like all excited about the witch trials and wanted to show him like all that stuff. So I thought that scene was great. I really kind of liked it. And then obviously the whole Shep and Fog, very, Stephen King, The Mist. You can see a lot of Stephen King elements here, and we even see.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we haven't gotten to it yet, but we're going to see a Stephen King book that pops up here. So I liked a lot of those elements, and it kind of really got me hooked. And I really liked like the visceral fear that you finally saw in what's his name, Loftus, at the end of episode 1. So I was like, I couldn't wait to see episode 2. And then it kind of obviously reminded me of the whole Shining and even the New Year's Eve thing. So I was like completely hooked, because I was like, okay, even though this is a series, each episode might be its own little mini anthology homage, paying homage to Stephen King novels and things of that nature. So that's also why I kind of started really looking at things. And like in this episode, before I knew where it was going, especially because of like the way Patricia was, or is, I thought it was going to be more of a Carrie, which is, a Stephen King novel. It didn't wind up being that, but I was going that was my original thought, like, 15 minutes in, I was like, oh, this is going to be like Carrie. She's going to get them all to have a party, like keep them in the house. It's going to burn down with like some witch. I'm like, going to burn it down to the ground. And like the end of the episode is going to be like the bitchy person that won't like let it go with a friend. The mean girls. I was like, her hand's like going to come out and like try to grab Carrie or something like that. Or Patricia.
She's at a party and
I was like,
her friend spills wine on her, so she just starts burning the place down.
Yeah, like exactly. That's exactly what I thought. I was like, oh, she's gonna go in there. I'm like, it's setting up. They're just gonna keep dumping more shit on her for each party. She's gonna get like more and more like soaked with shit, and she's gonna burn it to the ground. It didn't go that way, but that's what I was thinking. So I like it a lot. I think not doing like an adaptive Stephen King. I really like all the elements of Stephen King that I see being brought in, or just a lot of our favorite horror lore things that we always kind of think about. It's kind of related to ancient texts and stories, and we still really don't know, and it brings that question in, and I kind of really like that lore, and I love Wiccan and witches and stuff, so I'm excited about this season. I really am. I hope it really gets renewed and it keeps going, and I hope they keep doing a good job of writing in the dark humor with the horror, and I'm really liking it. Especially the one that's always smoking, the one that was, supposed to be like the supportive one. I forget what her name is.
Oh, Rosemary?
Rosemary. Yeah. I love Rosemary.
Stephen King even has a story called The Boogeyman, where somebody draws the boogeyman to him, and I thought that was kind of like Patricia's role here. But it got a little Lovecraft towards the end, which I enjoyed.
Yes.
A little Yellow Jackets, a little Lovecraft.
A little Wicker. Did you ever see the movie Wicker Man?
Oh, yeah. It's my favorite movie.
Yeah, so as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh my God, it's Wicker Man.
Not the one with Nicolas Cage in it, the one from the 70s. I'm going to make that clear. Okay. The musical.
I'll do that before.
Christopher Lee. That one.
Oh,
I watch it every May Day because it takes place on May Day, and I do a little, my own little private ritual. May Day, watch it.
Yeah. And May Day is like a common festival among a lot of the like Central American and Latin American countries and stuff. So it's huge. Like May 1st is huge. May Day, May 1st, it's huge. Yeah. Even like in Asia and the European, because I do a lot of culture in my classroom. May Day is huge. And the kid, they don't really talk about it when you're seeing like videos on YouTube and you're teaching the culture. But if you actually like do deep dives on it, you find out way more lore and crazy like sacrifice sacrificial blood ritual, like all this crazy stuff. I don't teach that to my students, but I love that. Like that's like right up my alley. I'm like a little Indiana Jones, like trying to, in my mind, like deep dive through all this stuff and imagine it.
See, I went to Catholic school. We redid the maypole every year, and oh yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm like, ooh, so and I know you know so much about this, Scarlet. You're definitely a better expert than I am. So I love
you get a really good Greco-Roman mythological education in a Catholic school. Your classical education, as they call it.
Well, thank God they didn't get some blinders on you and you're able to see the world with all that knowledge, because they definitely try to saddle you with blinders and ride you.
Yeah, the nuns never liked me because I would ask questions like, well, if humans have souls, don't animals and plants and everything else have souls? And they'd be like, please sit down.
I got in trouble. I went to Catholic, and I went to public school, but I did Sunday school, communion, confirmation. I'm no longer a Catholic, but I can't tell you how many times I got kicked out. In first grade, I was like, how come it doesn't say shit, damn, or fuck in the Bible? Well, they're curse words. I got kicked out of class. There was a couple of things that I would question about the Bible. I was like, oh, if it says you're not, like the first commandment says you're not supposed to have idols of anything, the heavens or the earth, why is this church filled of all this like gold shit? I'm like, this isn't, you're like, I used to get kicked out all the time. And I finally left at, the age of like 19, but that's a whole nother story, because I cursed out my priest and showed him stuff in the Bible. I'm like, you're a liar. And my mom stopped talking to me for a while, but that's another time.
Well, get this. I went to Catholic school, but my mom was Lutheran and my dad was Methodist. So that was what that equaled, I guess.
Right.
It's hard being a non-Catholic in the Catholic school as well, because you're segregated from the other people for everything. You don't do certain activities and things. It's kind of weird.
And let me tell you, those kids are mean. They're worse than public school. They're vicious.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not for nothing. You could find like worse things in like those Catholic private schools than in the public schools. Worse drugs, worse fights, worse stories. I was like, damn, you're supposed to be private and better. They really usually are not.
But I was usually like Patricia. I kept to myself and I, read books and, behind the gym.
As long as you weren't reading those kind of books and chanting and casting spells.
Well, that came later.
Okay.
Let me find out you had a little craft under the bleachers. You're like, 3 friends and you are like chanting and making spells. I love the craft. I'm a 90s.
I wish I could have found 3 friends.
Wow.
Well, Catholic school's hard on me, man. I want to get into it. It was hard.
I bet. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you experienced that, but I know you're a way better and stronger person because of it, and fuck them.
Well, I got a good education. I used it to my advantage. All sorts of stuff.
Nice. I was going to say, I do like, though, the look of it, whether it's partially because it's a small town. What we had talked about, you were asking, Jen, what we had talked about a lot was also how, like, I know Scarlet said it and Karen said it too before, how like a small island like that doesn't necessarily get as much stuff there, like newer stuff.
Right.
So harder to transfer stuff from. But I still feel like they would have some, which makes me think that the look is more, I don't know, intentional. And I don't know, to me it gives it like a more of a quirky thing going on because of the fact that it's now, but it seems off. I think it just adds to what makes it feel off.
I think showrunners are trying to find workarounds against having to have phones and phone graphics in every scene.
Yeah, well, there's like the computers look dated, right? I haven't seen a cell phone, right? They're always answering for us.
Well, they have cell phones, they just don't have any service.
Right, that's right. They have cell phones, don't have any service, and they look like they're flip. It just looks. I'm like, are we in the now times, or are they just like you said, dated? Because like I know islands, it's hard to always bring in things or build an antenna tower, which is probably why they don't have reception. But I'm like this. I feel like this. It has to be now, but it feels like it was 20 years ago. Let me tell you, Jen
and Jamie. I just went to Mackinac Island up in the northern part of Michigan, and they don't even allow cars, so it's just horses or bikes. and
Wow.
they don't have hardly any Wi-Fi, and they have a lot of landlines, and a lot of my boyfriend worked up there doing IT, and even their IT is kind of dated.
Okay, so it is possible. There are still holes in the in our country like
Yeah,
that.
the
I
Grand
guess.
Hotel, the Grand Hotel that was the Grand Hotel that was used in Somewhere in Time still looks like it's decorated from the 1980s.
Yes,
So I'm just saying.
that's true. You're right. You are correct.
To hear all that, but I would like to know, like, sort of if that was their idea or if it was also intentional. Like, I'm
Right.
curious
Mhm.
about it.
Well,
About
it
why they
definitely
did
makes it hard. It makes it hard for them to look anything up or to contact or get
Yeah.
help. So they're like really on their own trying to figure it out, which I kind of like that. Like they're on an island, they're isolated. Like there's no need to set up a perimeter like the sheriff says it's surrounded by
Yeah.
fucking water.
So
Yeah, nothing's getting in and nothing's getting out. That's for sure. Let's see. I was just gonna. We had kind of gotten away from that, but B was saying she saw the defining similarity in the hag in the bathtub, and some of them were talking about the connections as well. I can't talk.
we've
Samuel-
all seen The Shining, right? And we've all seen Carrie.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Samuel said Rosemary just sat back and let the witchcraft happen.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Funny, but kind of
No,
infuriating.
but she says the same
I
thing.
like the part she didn't do anything. That's what I thought was funny, actually.
Best supportive friend ever.
Yeah. It's like, you had qualms, but she did nothing. She just sat
She's
there.
like, you told me to be supportive. I was being supportive. I was like, I love her.
Yeah, she just stands around and smokes. No, she's great. She's great.
No, but she says the same thing all the time, and I can't remember what she says. Like, she has kind of like her own little catchphrase. Let me try to find it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know what that is.
No,
but
because she'll do something, and then she kind of stares, and then she says, and I actually put it in the notes when I was talking to you, and I'm trying to find it.
okay, we'll find it. Let us know.
I'll just scream it out when I find it.
In the perimeter.
Like
all the
we'll
boats
be talking about something else.
Well, let me know if you find it, Scarlet. So anyway, the beginning, they're all setting up for this inaugural swim. I don't know when this became a thing. I'm guessing probably a long time ago, but yeah, the idea is
Okay, I found it.
Okay, you found it. What is
He
it?
says over and over again, at least probably 3 times, can't do anything right today.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
Eeyore.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like you.
I think the reason she steps in and doesn't say it is that she's kind of pessimistic. Like, well, I can't do anything right today, so I can't help anybody.
Yes.
Yeah, nobody's going to listen anyway, is probably what she's thinking. I mean, she tried to tell Tom about
because Tom kind of made fun of her, right? When she was like, well, you could drive past the hospital, but you can't park there or whatever.
Yeah, you can't stop.
Yeah, that was funny when she said that. Very true. I love anyway. I'm like, what was I saying? Just that this probably was something that they did from further back. I kind of wonder though that they don't have like an alternate person that goes in if the mayor is sick or something, because like when he was hurt, he should have sent somebody else in. But I think he was also trying to impress that woman that might have been there. Speaking of, so when he's driving into town, this is when he sees that woman. I have her name somewhere, Marissa. On the side of the road, and picks her up, and it's like a small town. She's a little hesitant, but she does get in because he's like, well, my picture's on the back of the flyer or whatever, like that makes it okay. I don't know, it's still kind of funny she got in the car with a stranger, but I guess it's such a tiny town, and that's just kind of how it is there.
Well, she also said, don't murder me.
Yeah. Don't murder me, please. We have a perimeter called the ocean. So I said, no, we get in or out. So he invites that's when he invites her to come to the swim. He's hoping she'll come. She says at some point that she's there with the bachelor. She's there for a bachelorette party. Because that kind of comes into play a little bit later.
Right.
But they plan to kind of meet at the bar. They don't make solid plans, but they just sort of talk about it, like they'll hang out later at the bar. And yeah, he'll try to see her at the swim, I guess. And then we get to the office where Tom is, I guess, upset because they're not promoting it enough for one thing. But
what is it about the wolves?
I know, is it a wolf or a shark or?
And the calendar, right? Wasn't there a calendar with wolves?
Yeah, there's a calendar. Yeah, I brought up engineer dock inspection. Looks like it says eat it. It can't. Extend. There, extend library floors. No dogs on beach. Water pressure. Something.
Maybe that's a dog on the beach.
Right.
Patricia makes a point of saying that like Tom never helped her when she had a flat tire. Like I guess he just left her there on the side of the road. Right. And that Ruth walks to work. He never does anything. So it's like, oh, well, this lady that you're attracted to comes along and now you're polite. Yeah. But I mean, that's kind of who he is, right?
Right. The doorbell, right? The doorbell, ding dong, ditch, coward.
Yeah. Yeah. But right. He only helps out, I guess, when it benefits him too, even though he's the mayor and maybe should be a little bit more helpful and take poor Ruth to work. Right.
Right.
But yeah, that's kind of what Patricia gets hung up on. And I think, was it you, Scarlet, who had said something about, I can't remember the wording now, about how she's kind of talking about him not helping women and being old.
He basically asked her how old was she, and he said age appropriate, and she's like, "Why did you say age appropriate?" Then she's like, "Why don't you give Ruth a ride to work?" And she's like, "I'm okay. It's the mornings that hurt."
Right.
And he still doesn't say, "Well, I'll come get you in the morning."
Yeah, he doesn't.
Okay. Now he kind of brushes it off so she won't ask, right? There is a lot about kind of misogyny and women and ageism and stuff throughout a lot of this.
Well, there's been some stuff. I know I started to watch the live on replay and I don't remember exactly everything because I was watching it like a couple days later while I was cleaning over the weekend. The thing with like the age in the first episode, right? Like Shep's age is like wrong on the hospital records, or maybe it's not, but it's like 37. And then doesn't it Patricia at one point say like she found out her age? She took like a test to find out her age and she's 28.
Yeah, I think so.
And I was like,
it looks like she's in her 40s.
Like her middle age or something. Well, she's supposed to be older, but that's like her. Well, I don't know what it is when they have you fill out those things. Not her real age, but her spryness. I don't know.
Spryness? Did you say
spryness? Yes, that's what I said. I meant a better description, and that wasn't quite the right description. But I meant like when you fill out like a thing in Cosmo or whatever for like your mental age or whatever you are inside. I don't know. That's why I said spryness. Right. Description, but it works.
But age is mentioned a bit here, so that's what made me think about like what year are we really in, like what's going on with the age, if this is happening all over again, is there like a reset with time? Like it just made me think of those possibilities, probably because I've got From on the brain and thinking of cycles and Lost and like things like that. I was thinking if that might tie into any of this, and if it did reset, if it had anything to do with any of the other universes. Obviously it's bringing different stories from like Stephen King and stuff. So like a connection with any type of a reset. I haven't worked out the theory, but it popped into my mind that that's something to look for to build a theory upon.
Yeah, there is some weird stuff. And there's the whole thing with the hotel too. With did time pass differently when that guy was in there? Really?
Yeah.
So there is like some hints there could be.
That guy was hysterical. Oh my God. I think you know who he is as an actor, because I swear I've seen him before, but I can't place him. But he was hilarious.
The one that owns the hotel.
Yeah, the innkeeper. I keep calling him the innkeeper because I can't think of his name, but yeah.
I just want to stop a second now. Why I see her in there. VB Morris, I keep trying to catch you. One, a talisman. You need to message either me or Dieter in Discord with your address so we can get it to you.
You need it for your own protection, for your own physical protection.
Yeah, otherwise, we're going to have to spin again because we can't call. We've been trying to contact you and don't know how. So
yeah, we can't find you in Discord. You won. Congratulations. You're a winner. Get a hold of us. Get a hold of Jamie, Dieter.
Yes,
ASAP.
one of us. So
if we're not in Discord, join right now.
Yeah, because I know they're
Susie.
Send them out. Hey, Susie.
Do you know the guy's first name, Jen? Because that's what we got in the cast list. Innkeeper.
Oh, hold on. Wasn't it like hold on. I'll tell you right now. Let me put it in. Hold on.
I was gonna say I don't know.
There's a lot of good character actors, like Dale Dickey's been in like everything. The guy who plays Dale was in Pluribus just, not too long ago. He was in 30 Rock too. There's a lot of really good character actors in the show.
Yeah, there is a lot of good character actors. If you join Discord, I can message you, but you have to join it or I can't. But if we don't hear from you, we can spin again. But if you want it, you can. If you join, I'll message you, and I should be able to if you haven't joined yet. I just couldn't find you on there. Okay, so he goes to the bar, and Marissa doesn't show up. But his son, I think, I forget, but he makes, I think, a couple comments on it. He ends up grounded. He's not very good at grounding his son, is he? Because his kid never listens, and he doesn't really do anything about it. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, he is at the bar waiting, and like I said, she does not show up.
Kurt.
So he goes home. No, what were you going to say?
Oh, Kurtz?
Kurt is the name of the
Neil Casey.
Yeah, Neil Casey.
Oh yeah, he's on Saturday Night Live, sketch writer.
Yeah, I've seen him before, and I couldn't place where I've seen him before, and I'm like, oh man, I know I've seen him before.
Yeah, a lot of them are character actors we've seen in different things. I agree. All right, so that's, I don't know. I was just looking at that Barnabas. That's like such a weird name for a bar, isn't it? I don't know. To me, it is Barnabas Tavern. Anyway, so he drives home and he sees this old woman on the side of the road, which we find out later is like supposed to be the sea hag. But he tries to offer a ride home, probably because he feels guilty after what, after what they said to him at work. But then there she is there. But then she disappears, and then when he looks again, she's there scratching his arm. I tried to brighten and get the best image I could. But he looked back and she was gone. So he's trying to find out what happened to her. And he does tell the sheriff to look for her. There she is there in the mirror. And this is what you're talking about earlier, right? It's an old woman, possibly damp, faster than old woman.
Possibly damp.
Right? Faster than an old woman should be. Okay, that's not helpful. But yeah, but he does at least report it to Sheriff Bashir there and tells him about it. And then he goes to get his arm checked out here that was scratched. And he says it looks more like an animal attack. So that's when it's kind of like something's going on, right? People, I agree. And guys, Guyandat, I don't know if I said that right. It says people need to talk about this show more. We need it to be renewed. I agree. I think we need to make it. It's really good. Hopefully it's doing good in the ratings. I think it's doing pretty good. I've only heard good things about it. Vivi Morse had said the scene sold me on the show. I assume you mean the scratching scene in the car. I had already switched images, but so yeah, he says it looks like an animal attack. I do question if that, and I had brought that up. You mentioned it, Jen. I had brought that up last week about the calendar with the wolf. What was the point of that? It was so random. It was like in a couple frames or whatever.
Right.
It was just kind of there. But obviously, if it
I thought it was there to be a joke, because I think there was one building and the rest were wolves.
Right.
Yeah, I remember.
And it was like a weird building.
Yeah, it was really weird. It just makes me wonder though, I don't know, especially because he says it's like an animal. So it's at least not human, I guess, is the point. We know that.
Right.
But he tells him not to go swimming. And that's where I was thinking, doesn't he have somebody that can do the inaugural swim instead of him? Because I'm just thinking of all the bacteria he's going to get in there, even if the sea hag isn't there. Don't take that into the water, even in the salt water. That doesn't seem
he ran uncontested. No one probably wants the job, so I probably is not going to be able to find anybody to do it.
Okay, that's a good point I had not thought of. But either way, he tells him not to go in. But since he wants to impress that girl who may or may not be watching, he does end up going in. Let's see. So he talks to, looks like he talks to Rosemary, but he tells me he's scratched. I don't remember particularly what he said to Ruth. I have a picture of it for some reason.
I love Ruth because Ruth always takes so long to read anything off her clipboard.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, hey, she goes home and naps for 2 hours or whatever during the day, or maybe it's that she's only there for 2 hours.
Yeah.
She's not doing great work. But Rosemary is the one that talks to him and tells him about the sea hag and how she scratches her victims and uses the blood and skin under her nails to track them down and kill them later. And Tom doesn't. I mean, he doesn't believe anything, I feel like, still at this point, and isn't really listening. I mean, I think that changes as the episode goes on, but he still kind of thinks these people are nuts, right?
Right. He kind of got off easy with the hotel.
Yeah, he did.
Like with all the different things that they said, so I could see why he's a little still skeptical, because he was like, he's just, at least it definitely made him think about it, right? It gave him, that shadow of reasonable doubt. So it's building, like that doubt is building.
Yeah, until it builds too much. He should have listened.
Like cracks.
What to say? I like though Samuel said about Ruth. I thought he was going to snatch that clipboard out of her hands. He did not.
That's patience.
But yeah, Tom. I sometimes feel like Tom hates all the people he works with. Like he doesn't believe them. He seems so annoyed by them all the time. I don't know why he doesn't seem to like the town. You know what I mean? But he
feels obligated to it.
Job seriously. He's trying. It's just not always working. There's Rosemary there.
Because he's afraid he can't take his son to the mainland.
The heck is that? Like a weird looking koala bear? I don't know what it is. It's really weird looking.
It looks like a koala bear mug, yeah.
It kind of does, yeah. It's like sitting up or something. But yeah, she tries to warn him. He will not listen. Instead, he goes to the inaugural swim at the beach. And let's see. I missed this part. When we rewatched it today, I still had missed it and didn't get a chance to see it. Something happens to the power. I can't remember what it is that happened to the power, but he's waiting for that guy to fix it at the lighthouse, but he goes like back and forth on the bike and takes forever to do anything.
I love it. That's like a Twin Peaks thing where they have this guy that they call Senior Jewel Cup, which is an old guy who works in the hotel, and it takes forever for him to do anything.
Yeah. And he's just watching him go back and forth.
He just gets back on the bike.
He's like, oh. Yeah. Well, the guy can't hear him, to be fair, so he's just taking his good old time. But he does get, VB Moore says it doesn't seem like he likes anyone on the island except the sheriff and his wife. You think he even likes the sheriff and his wife? I don't even know if I feel like he likes them.
Yeah, I don't think he likes anybody.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
He only cares about his son.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at that. I'm not sure if that would work or not. Let's see. I think he would have. Samuel says, I think he would have left already if it wasn't for the idea that his kid might die.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point. But it's funny that like he doesn't like this place, but like he became mayor of the place that he hates. It's just kind of funny.
Well, I think it's because he knows if he's stuck there, he might as well make the best of it. And if he's mayor, then he has control and he can change it and make it like a fun, cool place that his son will like and not want to like go vandalize and do stupid shit in.
Yeah, right. Dick hole in the signs.
Yeah.
It does not work. It ain't right. Like ever. This kid never listens. But yeah, he is there talking about the town and he decides to go out. I guess I feel like he's not, I don't want to say he's not scared because I feel like part of him is paranoid, but he thinks it's just like in his head. So he does go out and is like, everything's fine. He's like, kind of like, oh, I'm here. Everything's fine until he gets he sees the sea hag and then he ends up scratched and hightailing it back to the beach as fast as he can. There's her arm there. Yes, well, welcome, and Guy and Dat, if I'm saying it right. We're glad to have you. Glad to find people who like this show. This is a really cool show.
Yes.
yeah, after he gets scratched, like he's scared shitless, I think. But I wonder if until he saw her, like I think if he hadn't seen her head, he would have just assumed it was like something like a creature or something, because he just seems like adamant to not believe it, even though everybody's telling him to believe it, But
Right.
It's so funny though when he comes out, because he did this whole thing. Like I feel like he was still trying to impress that woman who wasn't even there, I don't think.
Yeah.
Then he comes up and he's like, flailing in like an inch of water, and the sheriff has to come help him. Like, poor guy. He just can't win, can he? Cannot win. Yeah, please do join our Discord. Then you can see the schedule. But yeah, we cover From and this, and tomorrow we have Punisher for this week, and we cover a lot of cool stuff. But we're glad to have you here. There's his cut on his leg, and he's trying to figure it out. He still doesn't know what's going on.
He always has the best what the fuck faces, right? Like, what the hell just happened? Like, he has the best faces for them.
Yeah, he does. So he goes to see Wick. And now Scarlet, I heard him say Zenith. It looked like he was talking about the TV. I know you asked me.
I didn't know. I knew he wasn't looking at the sky to see the Zenith, so I thought, is it a watch? Because there's a Zenith watch. There's a Zenith TV. The bird could be called Zenith.
I don't
the stuffed
see
bird
a bird in this picture.
I'm surprised you didn't see a crow. He kind of touches a crow, like a little stuffed blackbird that's on a plate.
I did not see it when I was trying to get the pictures. I must have missed it. Sometimes
I think it's before then, when he's turned the other way and he's like looking at things before he talks.
Yeah, I wish I had. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. I don't even see the dang file. Where are my files, man? I didn't mean to get it, and I had forgotten to go back and try to get it after when I didn't. When I didn't see it. But sometimes it's hard to get like. Oh wait, I see it! Ha ha ha! I found it. I just happened to find it. That was a good shot, and yeah, it's a really, really fake-looking stuffed bird.
Okay.
It should update in a second. It should show up. Whoops, that means it updated if it moved. There it is.
There it is.
Yeah. Scarlet. There you go. There's a
I thought that was Zenith, the bird. Badly
scared.
bird.
See, I didn't see it when he bent over. I thought he was talking. I assumed he was talking about the TV, but
I think so because they're already like saying everything's old, and Zenith is a pretty old TV one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe he named it after the TV. Who knows? Why does he have a bird like that? Like that doesn't even look like a real stuffed bird. That looks like a bird you buy at like Michael's or something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which makes it even funnier, but at least I think it makes it funnier. And he has a figure. What's that little? That's interesting. What is that? That like little person on top of his TV. Okay, this isn't from. Move on. Anyway.
St. Lucie?
What's Scarlet?
Clara? The saint of television. Catholics have saints for everything. The saint of television is Clara? Question mark? Chat? Help?
I don't know.
There is one for the television because when she was lying in bed and she was sick, she saw a projection of the Pope on the wall. So she is the patron saint of film and TV and projection art.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not kidding. Every year we had a whole box of saints and we pick one and do an essay on it. And there's lots of saints. Whole lot.
That's interesting.
Hi,
West to Westeros. So he visits Wick and is asking him about the hag and saying that he got scratched, and he's telling him it might track him down because it scratched him now, and he asks him about it. And did you have the lyrics of the song, Scarlet?
Oh,
I know you do.
Why don't you read the lyrics?
Let's say fell to the insect trag. He went to shore and met the hag. With one gaspy throat they will be. She fouled him on land and sea. For if you let her pierce your skin, betwixt her thighs you'll find no sin.
And then I like that. And then he's like, I don't get it. How does that mean you die? He's like, oh,
She sits on your
probably
face.
She says on your face.
He sits on your face. And when he said that though, I automatically thought about because I was thinking of Lost Girl and a succubus, but a succubus I think sits on your chest and suffocates you, not on your face.
Mhm.
So I guess that's the difference.
This is a special kind.
This is where he tells him when he's asking him what to do, he says that he needs to go home, lock
I
himself.
hope that
in.
wasn't copyrighted.
What? What was it?
I hope the sea hag wasn't copyrighted.
Well, it's a little late now. I think you're okay though. But he tells him that the poison he's been scratched with, that he's going to be paralyzed and that he needs to get the chest and lock himself in it for 72 hours until his wounds heal, and then she'll lose his scent. So he's being poisoned. And even though Tom came to talk to him because he was worried, I guess after he listens to him, he's kind of like, you're crazy, and just walks out and doesn't listen to any of his advice. I mean, he's been rattled, but he doesn't listen to the advice. He's right. She scratched him twice. Does that mean she's going to get him double? I don't know. But somehow they still got rid of her.
Oh.
You're right. She did scratch him twice. I forgot about that. Hey, Dieter. Welcome.
Hey, Dieter.
So, yeah, he doesn't believe Wick, as usual. And he goes home and he rinses off his cut or his scratch. He is bleeding pretty bad from that scratch, too. So it wasn't just like a little scratch, you know. I can see why they do it.
Ocean wants blood.
Yeah,
Yes.
it does. It wants blood. That's what it does.
Good.
So when he comes home, this is what I mean about like his kid. Like his kid never listened.
Yeah.
And it's like I just laugh because he's not doing very well with his parenting, that's for sure. But his kid's grounded and he ends up letting him go to his friend's house, I think kind of just so he won't say anything about him going out on the date.
He has this like dated Beastie Boys album on his wall too. I was trying to figure out the time period for all these like the music.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Right. Whoops, I'm trying to get my mouse to work. I can't get it to work. Wow, what is it going up? Hold on, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. That's why it isn't working. Thank you.
She's so excited she can't hold herself back. Okay.
No, I was trying to click. I'm like, but it's not working. I needed to click it in StreamYard. Thank you so much, Westeros. I really, really appreciate that. But yeah, guys, yeah, do what it says. Please like the video. It's always appreciated, and subscribe to the channel. And if you get a membership, like we have a few, I see we have a few members right now that are in the chat. If you get a membership, if you have a survivor level, I post some of the interviews a bit early, and we have some more From stuff coming. But thank you so much, Westeros. Seriously, I really do appreciate that. So thank you. That really helps. Now I lost track of what I was saying. So what were you saying about the albums on the wall?
The Beastie Boys album on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm seeing if I can.
The airplane.
Airplane. Whoa. Whoops. Click down a bit. Sorry. I was trying to see if I
License to Ill.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I can't.
I think it's from like 1990 or 1989. I was trying to look at these other posters and stuff. They've got CDs.
Yeah. Well, they said they have cell phones and Wi-Fi too, so we know it's like it is now.
Think so.
What? What'd you say? You don't think so?
I don't think so, because the one time when the guy came, he was like, "We don't have Wi-Fi. You can use the landline."
No. Okay, you're right. They don't have Wi-Fi, but they, I guess I should say, they talk about Wi-Fi. So you know what Wi-Fi is.
Wi-Fi.
That was what I meant. If they know what Wi-Fi is, then it has to be now, right? Kaiser says Beastie Boys is 1985. So, wow. Yeah, well, maybe he just likes old music or likes his father.
Maybe he wants to fight for his right to party.
Seriously.
Yeah, he's trying. He's really trying. Right? Let's see. Where's it at? Thank you, Westeros. He wants to join the live, I guess. We don't usually do call-ins. Do you guys want to let him talk for a couple minutes and let him join us? Or? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta find the link to it. Hold on. Where'd it go? Hold on. Copy. Sorry, I'm like really spastic today. All right, West of Westeros, if you want to call in and give us your opinion for a little bit, but we got 2 episodes to get through. That's the thing. We got to get through both of these. So yeah, his dad doesn't want him commenting that he's going to go out on a date, I guess is the reason he lets him go to his friend's house when he's grounded. But did you see in the captions what it said, like after he walked out of the door and he's in the bathroom? The one kid said something like, your father's going to go get his dick wet or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It wasn't very nice.
It's funny though.
It was funny though.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny. But he wants to go meet that woman, and he goes to the bar. Is this where she wasn't there, or is this where she is there? I can't remember. I guess he does meet her for drinks there. I was thinking this is where she didn't show up, but that was before she shows up. And what is up with Kathy? It doesn't know how to make the right food, apparently.
Yeah, he can't stand her.
She brings her like this huge dinner, and he's like, you ordered a sundae, right? Which is funny.
Oh yeah, that's right. I love Kathy. She's something.
Yeah.
She's definitely something.
She's definitely something. Well, we don't really know a lot about her other than she stood in the dark in the last episode and stared, and like I think you were supposed to think it was something else. Did you catch that, Jen?
Yes, that she was creepy as hell.
Well, she also poured water in his glass when he had alcohol in it, and he was like, "That's not water."
Yeah,
she's a great waitress.
Yeah, she's a great waitress, no right? But she's not. She just kind of goes with the flow. She's like, she's my best friend. She thinks it's funny. But they talk a bit, and this is where I think that she asked him, ends up finding out that his wife is dead. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, and that she died during childbirth complications, and they sort of flirt a little bit, but it doesn't end well. But in between, we got this thing with the Reverend here. I want to bring in where he sees. Sorry, it's really dark. It's kind of hard to tell. So he goes and he leans over the well, and then I guess he hears something. I couldn't get what it was supposed to be he was hearing. Did you guys did you understand exactly what that was about? Because I was a little confused by that.
What, the priest?
Yeah.
Saying there's evil things in this woods.
Well, when he leans over the well, like before he gets like kind of like put into that trance where he says that this is before the kids scene. So remember when he's like running out and he's like looking around and he gets this well and he like leans over and there's like almost like a whisper. You can't really make out what's said.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Something from the ether.
I know it's like,
they had captions with it. At least I didn't notice anything.
I don't even really remember this because it was so dark. I watched it on my iPad. I thought I was just stumbling around in the darkness. But now it's kind of spooky.
Yeah. Made me think there was like bones down there or something. Definitely something weird and creepy. Kind of gave me like It vibes. I know it's not a sewer, but still. I was expecting him to get dragged down.
Yeah, nothing happened yet. I should say yet. Nothing happened, right? But he's, meanwhile, Tom's having his date. She's like really forward. So what did you guys think about her? That she's flirting with him so much. Did you think that she was maybe the hag? Because I know Karen was, and we kind of talked about, some people were confused, was she or wasn't she? I took it that she wasn't, but I think they obviously wanted you to think that she might be, right?
Yeah, I thought the show wanted you to think that, but it was too obvious, so you knew there was going to be a twist.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? The first time I watched it, I never saw the taxi scene. So I thought it was more ambiguous than what it was. And then the second time I was like, oh, yeah, she's actually outside with a taxi.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was just her voice, first.
Yeah. No, she is, but she really likes him. But I think she's like, here I get she just wants to sleep with him because she invites himself over his house, even though
Right.
which I don't know, it's a little weird though to me because he tells her, "Oh, my wife died." He seems uncomfortable after a certain point, and then she invites herself over to have sex, and then he kind of says no, and he's like, "Well, you can come for drinks with me." She doesn't even go with him; she just wants to go to his house. And then after he said no, she still comes over later. Your device is telling me not connected west of Westeros. I can't. I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't let you in unless you click in all the way. I don't think he shared his camera or something. I don't know. It's like blocked. I'm assuming he can hear me. Try disconnecting and reconnecting because it's still saying device isn't connected. Hopefully he'll figure it out. But yeah, I just thought it was weird because even here, like he blows her off and she leaves and then she comes back to his house later. Like, is she really desperate? Is that why?
Yeah, I guess so. But I definitely I thought, it made it seem like she was the hag because she was definitely trying to get to him.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. Just to me, it was a little weird, and I guess it was just so you wondered,
Yeah, but you know what? You're at a bachelor party of all your friends on an island when your friends is getting married. You may want a little something with the mayor. Little memories.
True. That is true, which is what it wound up being at the end, which was so believable. But the show had you going.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I know I keep stopping. I'm trying to figure out why he can't get in. Does it say the same thing to you guys? Not connected?
No.
Well, it says in the. Oh, I thought the chat says it, but you typed it in the chat.
No. In StreamYard, it still says device not connected. It's saying that he's not sharing his mic or his camera, so I can't let him in unless he shares his mic or camera. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know how to let you in. Yeah, I don't know. All I could say is try to
if you can type what device you're using, maybe you can figure out if it's compatible or not. Because I have things that are compatible and things that aren't.
Before. When that one night he was in here and he came in video. So that's all I can say is maybe try a different browser. Maybe it doesn't like it. I don't know. I just feel bad because it's not letting him in, and I'm like trying to talk, and I don't want to. I'm trying to. Yeah, he's not in the chat. That's because he's trying to get in StreamYard and it's not working. I'm not sure.
Well, I finish this one, have a halftime show, invite him in, and make sure it works.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Usually it does. It's
I don't know. I've had my own problems and grapples with StreamYard, so
yeah, it's super glitchy.
It doesn't always work right. Yeah, but I don't know. There's nothing for me to click, so I can't click it because it just says not available. So anyway, yeah, I thought that was weird. Was my point of that whole scene. And then when his kid here is talking with his friends, this is where his friend says something like he never left the island.
Right.
So this is when we know for a fact that he lied to that reporter or whatever. So, I mean, did you guys think I kind of assumed he lied to the reporter. Like that wasn't like super surprising to me.
He didn't want him to think it was haunted. He wants to be Martha's Vineyard and not Salem.
Right. But it shows why he's so desperate to be the mayor and change things because his son isn't going to ever be able to leave.
Right. Yeah, he
wants to get Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to get Wi-Fi. But anyway, we know for sure that he lied was the point. And then the Reverend comes up here, and this is where he says there is evil here, and is freaking out a bit. And then let's see. Then Tom comes in the house, and there is some messages. One's from Patty, which is her complaining he's not at the party, which is what we hear in this next episode when she's on the phone. Her telling him he should be there and he's not. And then I think there's one from Wick, I feel like, too. I can't remember for sure.
Yes, if she's in the house or whatever, she's not in the house, she's going to find a way in. Yep.
Yeah. Kimberly says, I don't believe that his son has left the island. No, he hasn't. He admitted to his friends again. His wrist is suddenly bleeding again too, which is kind of creepy. But yeah, I think probably because Wick calls, that probably doesn't help him not to be scared. And when she knocks, he's like, "I know what you are." I still wasn't. I mean, I thought that this meant that she was real. Like this scene to me meant that it wasn't her. But for sure, I feel like for sure in the next episode too, whenever the bachelorette party comes in, because
she's at a taxi.
She is in a taxi, but I mean, like earlier when she said something to him like that she was at a bachelorette party. He said there we go. Said he didn't see any of it. Let me. I don't know. Your video is going to float somewhere. Oh, there. Okay, you don't have video, but you have audio. Can you hear us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Hey.
Welcome.
It took me forever. That was the longest situation I'm getting.
It's StreamYard, probably. It sometimes does weird shit.
Well, I just got a brand new phone. I went from iPhone 14 to iPhone 17. I'm like, what the buttons are? What?
Hold on. I'm going to turn your mic up because I can't hear you. It's really, really low.
I'm just talking low. I'm just being.
No, I think it's okay now. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't on our end. So did you have something specific about the episode you wanted to tell us?
I think the sea hag got him.
I know. Now I don't hear him. Hello?
Hello?
Alex, hello.
It cut ya?
Hello?
Yeah, I thought he kind of cut off.
Yeah, I don't know if he's in there. He's unmuted, so I'm not sure. I turned it up too, so it should.
He has secrets that they don't want to figure.
Maybe it is his phone. Maybe I don't know if he got a new phone. Hopefully he'll figure it out. We'll talk to him when he figures it out. So yeah, anyway, I know what I was saying. I was saying that he said something like that he didn't see any of the women she was talking about at the bachelorette party, but we see them go to her party later, so we know that they do exist.
Right.
Can you hear us now? It keeps acting like you're coming in, and then I don't know. I guess not. Trying.
Furious.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. StreamYard baffles me sometimes, so I'm honestly not sure. It doesn't always work. Well, there. Now I hear something in his background. Can you hear us? Well, I heard something anyway, at any rate, for a second there. So yeah, he is in his living room. He's starting to be paralyzed. This scene was so funny, wasn't it?
Yes. That lazy boy had some it lofted her. It was great.
Yeah. They do spring like that though, because I remember we had one like that before we got the electric one, and if you do it right really fast, it goes back.
Yep.
That was hilarious. He at least knocked her off, but first he talks to his dead wife. He did have
he talks to his dead wife. This character really reminds me of Boyd from From.
Right?
He has the kid, he has his zealous, and now his dead wife is appearing.
Yeah.
Of course,
and there
Boyd
she
doesn't
is.
have the stag.
There she is between his legs before she jumps on his face. I guess she wanted to do. I don't know if she was intending to do other stuff or that's just.
Well, she did slash him twice, so maybe she does a little show too. I don't know.
Wow.
On the face and other places.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got the nightgown on for easy access, that's for sure.
Yeah. I do want to say, I know the other day, Karen was saying about her nails and I couldn't see them, couldn't get a good enough picture. Must have aftergone it because I can definitely see them there. She does have really long, kind of human looking nails, right? But they're covered in gunk. But she lands on his face and he launches her over. I love it. She just goes flying over his head. That's hilarious. But he crawls and makes it into the bathtub, and he's just laying there all quiet.
Why do you think he saw his wife?
That's a good question. I don't know. Why do you think he saw his wife?
This is his wife. I mean, Boyd always talks to his wife, right? But in that particular scene, I didn't know if it was just the sea hag projecting his wife, so as a diversion.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
I
a good
thought because
question.
he was getting paralyzed, like the way that like everything was like kind of shutting down. He kind of that's where his mind went.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I hadn't even thought about it honestly, other than he was having the hallucination. Samuel said maybe the hag put those thoughts into his head to turn him on.
Oh yeah, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming she does more than just sit on his face. I'm going to assume they're just not saying that.
Oh yeah, she does.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
Wiggle.
But Wick comes in with his harpoon gun and shoots her, and she like explodes in a bunch of guck, mud, and stuff.
Yeah.
So let me and then at the very end we do get the radio with the sheriff.
Yeah.
Saying
Cocktail party's gone crazy.
Yeah, cocktail party's gone crazy.
Yeah.
What did you go? Okay, let me try it again. I know. Now you should. It should work now. Can you hear us?
Of course I can hear you. Gosh.
Yay.
Okay,
I
I hear you.
If you'll make me horny every time I fucking get online. I'm like, live, yes.
Okay.
And
Well,
I'm a single gay bitch. That's saying a lot. Hello.
Love it.
Hello. So did you have something? We're almost done with this episode, but did you have something about this episode?
I do have one particular thing that I would love to hear, because I really would not hear from you, Jamie, because I know this is the next episode is the last episode you've seen, prospectively, right?
Yeah, the next one's 4. We're doing 3 and 4, so we've seen up to 4.
I want to talk to my hoochamatoots in the audience real quick. Is Fatima's golem ritual be the thing that causes the scarecrows to come to life, or is it going to be the Sophia in yellow that's going to do the no, and she's going to make them come to life? That's what I want to know.
Okay, you want to talk about From then? Okay, well I guess you guys.
What are you guys watching right now?
We're talking about Widow's Bay.
From halftime show.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll disconnect and I'll talk about it another time. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I apologize. But can I join just to be on mute?
You should watch Widow's Bay. Watch
Yeah,
it.
you should watch Widow's Bay if you like.
I can't watch Widow's Bay because I watched it through a platform that's illegal, quote unquote, and it only does things that are movie theaters or just came out in the last like 3 weeks, and this show just came out like what, last week?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't get the it's not available for me yet.
Well, if you come to the watch parties, of course, we have on Thursdays, then you can see it.
Well, last time I came to your fucking watch parties, you guys slapped me across the face with fucking battle, or was this Batman bullshit, where it's like, oh, we're in Criminal Town. It's not even Penguin. Like, Penguin was so sexy.
Yeah, well, this is for Widow's Bay. Okay, well, but yeah, if you want to stay on there and listen, you're welcome to. But we're gonna continue for Widow's Bay. So I was gonna ask you guys, what do you think about the fact that he was able to shoot it and kill it with a harpoon?
I thought that was interesting. I didn't know if it was gonna work. If that's what you mean.
Yeah, I still thought it was ambiguous, and I still didn't know if it actually happened or not. It was just a mutual hallucination between the two of them.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I had said during Phantom Access, I wondered if it could have been fully a do, like you're saying, like a hallucination they both saw. Because he like had this whole thing about how it was so difficult to kill it that like he had to go into the chest because it was going to follow him and everything, right?
Right.
And that it wouldn't get off his scent. And then suddenly he's able to shoot it. And that was very bizarre. So, yeah, I don't know. I was just really confused by how that happened.
I wonder if there was something on the harpoon, like it was dipped in, like Boyd did the bile. I'm just saying, maybe because he knows things, right? Wick definitely has a lot of knowledge. So maybe he knows of something, or he just knew would work. Maybe it had to be a harpoon gun.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's that's something that kills sea creatures.
Mm-hmm. Or shoot her in a certain part of the body.
Right.
Maybe. Kimberly says, has he had experience with hags in the past?
Right.
Wick probably. Isn't he a
Yeah,
sailor?
I mean, he seemed to know about it. He seemed to know about it. I'm not sure.
I mean, he looks like a longshoreman.
Oh, I like what Samuel said.
In some media, spirits are weak to hold iron and temporarily dissipate. Maybe that's what happened.
Like fairies.
Yeah. I have seen people say things about fairies before, although more so for From than this. But maybe he just doesn't think the mayor is capable of defending himself. I definitely think that he thinks the mayor is not capable of defending himself.
He thinks the mayor is a coward.
Yes, I would agree with that. He saved him. I don't know. To me, it was just very bizarre because it was this whole thing of like you have to run away from him and hide for 72 hours, and he just
in a crate.
In a crate.
And then he killed him, and it seemed like a little too easy at that point. So I don't know. It was interesting, but I wasn't sure what it meant. I'm curious what the other people in the chat think. If you have any more thoughts on that of why he was able to kill it after all that.
Did he actually kill it?
Did he actually kill it? Yeah, maybe he just like temporarily sent it
Dissipated
away.
It. Yeah.
Right.
Temporarily dissipated it into a bunch of slime. Right. All right. I'm going to switch the photo. We will go on to, okay. So this is episode 4 where we have 4 days earlier. I think this is probably Scarlet's favorite episode of the 2. I think it's mine too. I really like this one a lot. Broke the curse. Maybe. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out maybe soon. I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll come back.
Right. I was thinking that it might come back.
Might later on. You know what I question is the doctor's comment about the animal attack. He's around the same age as Stephen Root's character. I would have thought he would have known about all the mysteries. Do you think that some of it's just Wick knows a lot? I kind of feel like Wick just knows a lot of that stuff.
Or maybe you just bring it to you, like certain characters are touched and they bring it to them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
Like Patricia here in this episode, I believe.
Yeah, she knows some, that's for sure. But yeah, I don't know. This episode's bizarre, but this is happening concurrently with all that. Well, we just
that's what I liked about us covering both of these episodes. It works really well.
Yeah, I think it's cool that they went back like that. I didn't expect that, and like I said, I didn't even realize it at first for whatever reason. Okay, so she has the Stargate conspiracy. I just happened to read that. I could see that there.
Yep.
What else? Let's see. We also have Mark Greaney.
He wrote The Gray Man.
Okay, interesting.
What's the Gray Man?
The Gray Man?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll read you the synopsis. It's worth it.
Okay, cool.
And he's got there's an Isaac Asimov book. Yep. The Gray Man. I gotta find, where is it?
Yeah, I know there was one called 8 Mile too, which was weird because I can only think of the Eminem movie when I see it.
Well,
maybe Eminem connection.
Yeah, there are sci-fi things.
There's a lot of books in there.
There is a lot of books, but I was going to say, so she runs this place all like it's donations because it says the books are free. It's not actually her job or whatever. I guess she's.
Yeah, I like that episode was called Beach Reads too, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, it really fits. I thought I got a picture. Okay, I did. There, Patty Wagon. I like that she called it Patty Wagon. That's funny. Free books. So she gets her box of free books and it's got a bunch of garbage in it. She's like, again? So people aren't so nice to her, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
they did that in Stranger Things and Tales 85 too, when they made that club and put those boxes out and there was all garbage in there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel worse for her though. Like they're kids and they're doing it. Like this is like adults that do this to her.
Right.
B says, to be fair, the mayor doesn't seem to be able to defend himself. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
He's a lover,
Kaiser says in her community service, and it's her community service, and she seems really sweet. She does, and she's like right. She cares about. I think she cares about people and what people think. But there's the book, Your Turn, and there is a fly, Scarlet. I did see the fly. I just didn't pick up on the name. And Stephen King. Do you know what Stephen King book this is?
The Shining.
Shining. Okay,
Yep.
I did not know.
The overlook
All right.
up the front.
Nice. Well, she brings them in. She puts them on the shelf, and then she takes and looks at this book, which is Your Turn, Out with the Old and In with the You, by Lucy Ford.
Lucy Force, everyone.
Lucy.
Yeah.
Out to Lucy Force.
Oh, Scarlett told me that, and I'm like, Lucy Ford. I don't get it. It made me feel really stupid after she told me what she meant.
No, it reminds me of Angel Heart because there was a character called Lucifer in that movie.
Yes, wow.
Yeah, Lucifer.
Yes, play on Lucifer, but now I get it. I'm slow today. Really says, I knew that book was going to be menacing. All right. I don't know if you can read the back. Forget every other self-help book. Every other self-help book you ever read, because it's your turn. Your turn is the proven step-by-step method to turn your life around. People all over the world are saying out with the old and in with the you. And here's what else. And then there's some quotes that you can't read. So
people were making remarks that was fading away, kind of like Ash, but I thought it was just an old book that was fading because books do that.
Right.
Yeah, I thought it was just an old book too. I agree. But I do notice, because I just you know, Scarlet, because you're always look at the books. You got me looking at the books too. I know that there's a Twilight.
I look at everything.
Yeah, there's a Twilight book back there, but I also now notice that other one. I think it says aging, doesn't it? Say aging or AG? Maybe
there's
not.
Twilight back there. I see a Twilight book with the apple right by your Raven's head.
Yeah, that's Twilight.
Yeah, that's definitely Twilight.
I'm just saying, if I pick up a book and it's written by Lucy, if I get a book and it's written by Lucy Force, I'm going to put it back down.
Yes,
right.
Me too.
There's 8 Mile High. That's what it is.
The Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. They have that like in different levels, like for women, for teens. I used to teach that in school.
Interesting.
What's the one by it? The best of something? The best of something. It was the best of times.
The best of
something.
I don't know. I was going to say it's interesting they're real books, though. I thought some of them were going to be fake books, but they all seem to be real. Teen Hyde, Dream Count, maybe Dream Counting, Psychology, 8 Miles High, Environmental Meditation. I'm not sure some of these why they're there. Easy to Stop Smoking. Let's see, Progress, Coexistence, and something. I don't know. I can't read all of them the way they are.
I mean, it might be a real bookmobile.
Yeah, well, that's true too. It could be, but I figure that part's probably.
Yeah, I mean, they probably seeded that part with their own books, but the rest of it, they could, for set dressing, just got a bookmobile.
Yeah, true. Just took some of the books out, but either way, we went through some of them. Okay, so.
But nobody was taking those books. That was the sad thing.
Right.
Nobody wanted her books.
I love books.
I know you do.
Isaac Asimov, a great beach read.
A great
beach read.
I'm not a big reader. I never have been, except I've read some. Like I read some, but not.
I read like about 10 books a week, Jimmy.
Yeah, you read clearly a lot more than I do now.
A lot of reference and nonfiction ones, but a lot of books.
No, that's good. I'm not a huge reader.
Yeah.
I'm
reading The Heart is a Lonely Hunter because that's a From episode name, so I've been reading that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, if you find any connections, you gotta tell us. That's all.
I've already found some religious ones.
Oh, interesting. Well, when we do the next live, you'll have to tell us.
Well, no, in the next live because it's episode 6.
Okay. Next live. That's fair.
It'll give me time to read it in between because there's that like bye week in between.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do, and don't forget, everybody. We should remind people that too. At some point during the week that From's off, we're gonna do a game night for our party for our 1,000,000 views / 2,000 followers, or not followers, subscribers. on YouTube and kind of do some kind of trivia thing about the host. Although Karen's not going to be there, we'll have to talk about her while she's gone. And what would you say?
Nothing. I laughed because you said we got to talk about her when she's gone.
Yeah, no, I told her I said we're gonna have to talk to her. But no, you guys will get to learn some about us, and we'll have a party. We'll do some things and talk, and yeah, it'll be something different, just kind of in between while we're waiting. That will likely be on that Monday, but we haven't 100% discussed it yet. But it'll likely be, I'm guessing then. But so people can look forward to that. And maybe we'll do some trivia and stuff too. It'll be fun, something different while we're waiting, since we got a week off, unfortunately. All right. So Patricia comes to this woman's house, and I guess she was invited, but she didn't actually think she'd come. But at least she brings wine, right? She's polite. But she lets her in, and everybody completely ignores her. I feel so bad for Patricia through all of this, right? Like,
yeah, but everybody's drinking white, and she brought red.
I know.
Yeah,
she brought wine though. I mean, she still brought wine. They can drink it
I
another
totally
time.
hate her.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know, but I
Oh
felt
my
bad.
god, why is she here?
Yeah, they do not like Patricia. And then this woman who's new, she starts talking to her and like was really nice, and she starts telling her
Shelby. This is
Shelby.
bold. Shelby has balls, man. She's at this party and she's like, hey, I just moved here, but can you tell me about all the murders in town that happened when you were in high school? That's cool, right?
Right? It was weird.
That it was kind of weird, but it was, for the point of the story.
There's a lot of red in this episode too. Like the red handkerchief, she wears a red dress later, the red bottle of wine. There's a lot of red in this episode in particular.
Yeah. Well, there's blood too later.
Oh yeah.
Dead bird. So there's
sacrifice. The punch.
Yes.
The punch.
The punch, yes.
The lighting.
A good
The lighting
punch.
changed.
They are so awful to her. They are too old for that mess. I agree 100%. I think when you get a certain age, you don't need to act like mean girls from high school, but that apparently goes around a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I can see their point too, because they think she's lying and they think she's doing it for attention, and it kind of hurts their memory of their dead friends. Like it kind of makes it trivial. And I can understand their side too. I'm not on their side.
I feel like they could ignore her without being mean, though. Like they could tell her, "We don't want you here. This is why," without continue. I don't know.
Well, maybe she mentions the boogeyman all the time, and it drives them insane.
Yes, maybe. But she tells this woman. The point is, she tells her that when she was a teenager in high school, that the boogeyman, which was a serial killer, came to her house, and she got away supposedly. And she starts telling her all about it, and everything's fine until the other woman comes in and drops wine on her, so she'll quit talking. Mm-hmm. And then when she goes in the bathroom, all excited because she's got a new friend, she comes out and they're talking about her. I don't know. I just think it could have been done in a different way. VB Moore says, I don't know if she's lying, but in that town, anything is possible. I'm going to put back up Bees. I flashed it and took it back down. It reminds me of something Samantha would be reading on Bewitched because she didn't know how to live with regular humans, kind of a 50s hostess guide. You're right. It kind of is. And that also kind of plays into that, like things seem like they're from an older time too,
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think she's lying? Do you think she's telling the truth? Is she completely making it up? What do you guys think?
Is she the boogeyman?
Is she the boogeyman? Yeah. What do you guys think?
After seeing this episode, she definitely saw something. Something happened with her that night, whether she went to a trance and she is the boogeyman, something. I don't know if it was that or she created that in her mind and made it happen, but something happened to her that night for sure. She just doesn't know how to explain it. It's easier to explain it that way than to say what really it was. I think she probably doesn't understand it.
Yeah, something happened at any rate.
Yeah, she has some kind of touched supernaturalness about her.
Right.
That she can actually put her hand in flame and not burn. So
yeah, what was it that? Yeah, I wondered about that. That was interesting.
I after seeing that, I definitely think that she's got witch blood.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that. Kaiser said
And maybe that's how she draws these things to her, because I feel like the sea hag came because she was complaining about Tom not giving rides, and like how she felt bad as an older woman, and that kind of manifested, and this kind of maybe manifested as well.
And I think she did manifest the boogeyman.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay,
because I have this like fanfic I'm writing that she was bullied in high school, so she conjured up the boogeyman to kill those girls. But that's that's all conjecture.
No, that's interesting. I know you had said before about like when she was reading from the book, and I said the timeline didn't match up. But yeah, when she was saying that stuff, that was definitely before Tom saw the old
hag.
woman. Yeah, the hag. Let's see. B says white wine is for day drinking housewives.
Wow.
Bill says Patricia's mental break. Finally, the show is getting interesting.
Oh, I thought it was interesting.
Why the historian was so happy about dead witches. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in this town.
We catch them, we burn them.
Yeah, we catch them, burn them. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. But they're very mean to her. And I don't know why the hell she stayed there to take their picture. I would have been like, fuck you, and left. Even if that.
Have you ever been in a situation like that? Because I have. With my ex-boyfriend's family, they made me take pictures of them, and I never was in the pictures, and they didn't like me.
Oh, well,
jerks.
I don't know. To be honest, I never want to be in pictures, so I'm usually like,
so you take the pictures and you don't care.
Yeah, like I'm usually like, no, I'll take it. No, yeah, I don't know. I just guess I'm saying like after they were so nasty, I would have told them where to shove it if they asked me to take a picture. I would have been like, no, or better yet, like drop the camera. Oops. But I think it was just a disposable, so it wouldn't break that easy. Too bad it isn't like an expensive camera, Oops, that's what I would have.
They don't have any digital cameras,
No, they don't. Well, but they have real cameras. I mean, that are non-digital cameras they could have. Kimberly said that's an interesting theory, Scarlet, and that would make sense. It would be in her house and not harm her because it was going to do her bidding.
Mm-hmm.
Be interesting.
And maybe she made up that story because she was afraid that her conjuring just killed people.
Yeah.
or trauma, like a Victor kind of trauma where she just forgets it,
Yeah. Who knows what she remembers? That's a good point. What I want to know is how the hell a full-grown high school girl fit in a clothes dryer. That I thought of that too, and I thought that you hear about cats getting stuck in a clothes dryer, not usually people.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
now, usually your teenager gets stuck in the clothes dryer.
Yeah, wow. She had to be pretty small. Kimberly says she's so insecure and really wants to be liked, part of the group. She doesn't have strong sense of self. No, but if she did make that up, that's not helping. But who knows? I mean, we don't know if she did. Rosemary's nonchalant for me. Call the police on me if I'm making a witch's brew. That's about
later. But she doesn't think anybody listens to her. So I understand Rosemary's vibe.
Yeah, I kind of get Rosemary's vibe too. She's just being supportive, as she says, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Qualms.
Had qualms. Full grown is not a teenager. No, but I would still think a teenager is pretty big to fit in a dryer.
Small teenager.
I don't know how big your clothing dryer is, but I don't know that somebody could fit in ours. I've never tried. I don't want to try.
Do not try.
Well, let's try right now.
No, do not try this at home, kids.
I'm going to try it right now.
We'll try anything on this show at home, right? Let's not do any of this. All right. So she comes.
I'll do some of these things.
She comes into her paddy wagon and she finds the book is on the floor. And also the light was on. I wasn't sure like what was going on with that. Like, was somebody in there? Did they mess around? Is it a ghost? Is it either way? She found it on the floor and she immediately picks it up and doesn't think anything of it. And there's more books. I think that's a private.
Yeah, she has a lot of books. I appreciate that. I love books. I have books all over the place.
Yes, she has them.
Did you notice that she puts the coffee mug on the book?
I know. I was thinking, really? You love books, but you put the coffee on top of the book?
Well, when she comes back, the coffee mug is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is? Okay, so I didn't even notice that. So do you think that was just like a continuity error, or do you think that was something important?
Oh yeah, supernatural, man.
That was supernatural. I think that Grimoire, we don't know it at the time, but now that we watched the episode, I think the Grimoire was like, "Get this shit off of me."
And don't put coffee on your grimoire. That's right. Number one.
That's when they make something like that, though. Like that book is like something that would be such a cool prop to have, isn't it? Like something like that, because that you can tell they like put time into making. Like
Yeah,
all the
I
paper.
love all the props of the show. They put a lot of time into
That would be
it. I
cool
really appreciate that.
Yes, I had said earlier. I think I might be talking to the production designer. I'm hoping. I want to.
Oh yeah.
A lot of this, but I'm not 100% sure yet. We'll find
That'd be
out.
cool.
That would be cool. All right. So she sits in bed and she reads the book, and it is about throwing a killer party. And no, I know it doesn't say killer party. I'm saying killer party. Throwing a killer party. And like how to be a good host and everything. What do you love about yourself? What do you not love about yourself?
I love that joke. That sight gag is so funny. It's probably two lines for what do you love about yourself and about 10 lines for what do you not love about yourself.
Yeah,
I know.
Well, to be fair, most people probably have more things they don't love than they do, right? I mean, not everybody, but I feel like most people do.
I think that book was just setting her up to just like I don't know. It was very manipulative. That's really manipulative.
It is. Random Muir says Patricia looks so much like the wife in The Shining, even with the vibes is similar. Oh, I didn't think of that. She kind of does look like her. I can't think of the actress.
Shelley Duvall.
What is it, Scarlet? Yeah, Shelley Duvall. Yeah.
I think she looks like older Callie. So
she kind of looks like both. She does look like Callie a lot too. I agree.
If Callie got a little bit better and aged into her 40s.
Yeah.
But she's still doing this occult stuff with the Antler Queen and stuff. It works. It works in my head.
If anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, we're
Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets.
Scarlet likes it. Well, we all like Yellow Jackets. Scarlet likes Yellow Jackets more than I do.
If you like Widow's Bay, you may like Yellow Jackets. I'm just saying.
I would think you might be right. They might. It's not funny like this, but
it's hilarious. It's funny. What?
It has its moments. I don't know that.
What
I think it's
are you saying? It's hilarious. I laugh all the way through that.
You watch it too, right, Jen? I'm pretty.
Yeah, I love it. I love Yellow Jackets.
It's funny.
Yeah. Well, it'll be back soon, and we'll be able to do a live stream on Yellow.
The last season.
I know.
Last season. I also questioned that, like, you're supposed to write in the book, but anyway, she loves.
Yeah, you're supposed to write in this book. It's a worksheet.
But I feel like you're just trying a book. I don't know.
Why do you have these in the why you're donating this book to the paddy wagon if you're not supposed to write in it? Because I see books in the library like that. I'm like, I can't write in this book. I have a book right now that has workbook spaces. I can't write in there.
Well, unless
it's called A Tale of Two Titties.
I love that part.
You love the book Tale of Two Titties.
I love it.
No, it's a workbook about like sexism in media.
Okay, that at least explained that. Thank you.
It wasn't perverted. I was just plugging a book that I like.
Yeah.
She says that she likes her generosity and her big heart, but she cares too much about what other people think. I don't know if people can read on screen. I blurred that out. I know you were saying after it was satanic, but I blurred it out since we're on YouTube.
I didn't know what it was. It looked almost like they had drawn like ram's horns or something, like where her ovaries would be.
I think that was the way she was shaved. I thought. I don't know, but why is her shoulders her worst feature? I don't quite get that. The book leaves too much space to talk about how much you hate yourself. Such a good book. Yeah, that's kind of shows it's not a great book. I wonder if her writing the stuff in there though, like, is giving it stuff. You know what I mean? Like giving it her energy or something, or making it able to do what it does because it's like connecting better with her.
Absolutely, I do think that.
B said my husband. Yeah, it could be. My B says my husband makes fancy spell books that look like movie props. He's made several through Kickstarter. That book looks similar. Very cool, B. I'd like to see some pictures. That's cool. I love that.
Her and her husband vend. We've gotten some talks about steampunk cons and stuff because they used to vend.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I'd love to see some of that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, you have to put them in Discord so we can see them. Just as I was going to say when I said that about filling out the stuff, as long as it don't like start asking you for like, clips of your hair and stuff, then I'd maybe run away a little bit quicker. Yeah.
Where were you born? What planets aligned when you were born? Here's
What's
some
your sign?
fingernail clippings here.
Yeah.
I didn't really read all this when the show was on, but I think it's interesting after to read it. Feel like you could die tomorrow and no one would notice. Well, that could be, but the right party can change that. That sounds great, right?
So pick me up, Jamie. It's motivating her.
Yeah, I guess so. Everyone knows you as someone who throws great parties. All it takes is one to change people's mind. All it takes is one great party to change your life. It's gonna change your life, maybe not for the better, but it's gonna change.
I took it as there's just one great sacrifice for Dagon, and then you'll get whatever you want. Dagon's a Lovecraftian god.
If someone picks up a book that they likely have more things they dislike about themselves than they like, but to be so blatant about it's pretty funny. Yes, I agree.
Yes.
As agreed. Okay. So Rosemary and Dale there are talking to her, and she is ready to set up for her party. And she is making them join in with her working at it, with her taking care of it. She gives Dale a list of 800 songs. Poor Dale. Excuse me. He's like, this is like everything knows. I don't even know if I could think of 800. I mean, like if I went on the internet and looked them up, I could think of 800 songs. But off the top of my head, I don't know if I could think of 800 songs. I don't know.
I cannot.
You know, one time in this episode, they're playing a song called Blue, and it reminded me of you, Jamie, but I don't know what Blue song it was.
Yeah, I didn't notice the Blue song. It was definitely not the Blue song.
I thought it was going to be the party song. Da, 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 dee, da, da, da.
That's too new. That's too new. It's not old enough.
True. It's too new.
But I guess she gave him 800 songs. And she's like, wants the VI. That was me when she's like, wants the RSVP list of no one. And he hands her a blank sheet of paper. And she's like, really? Why did you do that to me? And he's like, I didn't want to. I didn't want to tell you.
Right.
So, yeah. Nobody is coming at this point.
She gets really pissed off, right? Because she really wants whatever she's being told in this book to work out.
Yes, yeah, she really wants it to work out, but she's involving them because she's like, you're going to get the supplies, you're going to be the DJ, whether you want to or not.
Right.
And she sends out the evites, and they're like, what is going on? They don't want to be involved, but they're kind of roped into it. But at least they agree to help, right? Poor Dale doesn't have premium. I know. I thought that was him doing the ad. I didn't realize at first, until she said, until she was like, "What the hell?" And he's like, "I don't have premium." That was actually an ad. I thought that was him doing it. But yeah, he's not a great DJ. He's like, check.
I don't have premium.
You really need to know how to DJ, though. I guess if all you're doing is playing Spotify or something, anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. You need to know what you're doing. There is her Evite Sunset Cocktail. See, they have email, so it's got to be fairly
email, huh?
Free drinks.
Cutting edge.
Wow.
Yeah. All her drawings. I guess she's going for disco. I just noticed the big disco she's got drawn. All her table layout and everything.
She's really pouring a lot into this party.
She is. And there's her. I looked at the recipe because I was curious.
Yeah, I wanted to see it too. That's what I was going to ask you.
If it was a real recipe. It looks like it's a real recipe. It's kind of blurry. I see lime sliced, lime sherbet.
Is it like lime, ginger, a dead rat?
Right.
A dead bird.
Real. She's seeing the real version of it. Then you know it. Also kind of lame, right? So if people spread out too much, the party will die. Make sure everybody's.
If they go in the ocean, the party will die.
The party will die too, right? So she goes into the bar and she starts making plans and of how she's going to have the party. Now this is for the town. This is Kimberly. That's why I looked. I had to check it. So I lost her. Okay, so this is for the town, but she's calling it her party because I know whenever she talks to the girls here, I don't remember exactly what she says, but they're like the town, whatever, and she's like, "Well, I'm setting it up. It's my party." She really, she's using this as her, to help herself, but really it wasn't her party, which is what I think is kind of ironic to begin with after all this. But she wants everybody to like her. I mean, she's doing it for the town.
Right.
But she invites them, and of course they're not nice. And the one woman tells her that everyone's going to Bill's birthday party at Elks Lodge, and she's like, "Well, I was worried we'd have to turn people away, so it's okay." She brushes it off after she invites them, and then there's the mean girl, the meanest of the girls, right? And so she gets all upset and she goes off. And this is where she sits down. And now this is the part that to me was a little confusing. They show the sheriff watching her later. I don't know if there was supposed to be something weird other than maybe he saw the real book, or is it just that she was sitting there all night?
She's sitting there for like all day from the morning to the night.
Oh, okay, I thought that was all night.
She doesn't get up. She doesn't do anything, just reading it.
She sits and reads this book.
Because she's memorizing that grandma.
I guess so. There's nothing really important there other than I like this. It says it's going to be a success because it's your turn unless turnout is low. That's a verdict on your social value. Like even the book is mean, right?
I like a bitchy self-help guide.
Me too. All right, so she comes in. I like her outfit in this one. So she comes in and she's like, I love this. She figured it out, right? This is actually where he gave her the list. I said it before, but right. I like this because she figured out what to do and how to fix it. She said that that other place can't have more than 30 non-members at one time. So she's like, call them and tell them it's canceled, or I'm going to, get them in trouble with their liquor license coming up for renewal. So
laying out the law,
right?
She got what she wanted by blackmailing them. Hey, whatever works, right?
Yeah, she's committed.
Committed. They're like stuck in it. Are they stuck in a different time or speeded up time? We don't know, Susie. We were talking about that earlier. I think some of it's because they're in a tiny town.
Or both.
Yeah.
They definitely talk about Wi-Fi and cell phones, so it's at least fairly. Yeah.
Somebody was saying the calendar says that by the calendar, and Wednesday being on a certain day, it's either 2020 or 2026, which I'm thinking is 2026. Of those two.
I'm thinking it's probably 2026. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how people deep dive.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, usually they tend to make shows if they're present, be present. That's why I'm going to assume it probably was 26. When she was reading the book, there were people who got into a bike fight in the background.
Yeah.
Which scene was that in? Because I didn't notice that. When was that?
Yeah, there's these cyclists that start fighting when she's sitting there reading the book.
Oh, when she's just sitting there. No, I didn't.
And she doesn't flinch, and it might be the influence of the book.
Maybe I didn't.
Lucy Force.
I definitely did not know that.
You're just gonna keep saying that name, Lucy Force.
Force.
So we have Rosemary at Widow's Bay, Dale. So Dale, Lucy, and is that her or is that Tom? What is?
Who's C. Morgan?
Who is C. Morgan?
Who's C. Morgan?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember. Maybe Ruth. I don't think it's Ruth or Tom. Oh, there's a noise. That noise. I thought that was. It just hit me what that is. My thing's working, even though it wouldn't work earlier. That's for subscriptions. That's that pop up. I thought that was like sound effects that Westeros was doing. That was that popping up for subscriptions and stuff, I think. So we must have got new people following.
It's Dr. Morgan. Remember Dr. Morgan is in the bar?
Oh, okay. Yeah. It might be Dr. Morgan.
That's a Morgan that's on this list here. So it must be C. Morgan. Morgan's his last name.
All right. Thank you for that.
Good eye.
Yes, thank you.
Well, I got the list of names in front of me.
Well, okay, fair enough. But still.
And Guy had too.
Refreshing a lot. Okay, this is what we were talking about earlier. We couldn't remember the quote. Susie said, I just learned my real age is 27, and then dude said he was 37 or 38. He's definitely a lot more. But yes, we were talking about that earlier, that there is like some different time things that seem a little off.
Yeah, in the hotel room when the guy went in there for 30 seconds and he said he wanted a snack because he knew it was going to be longer and it was all torn up after they came in.
Yeah, like in 30 seconds or whatever. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoops. So there's the list again. He's looking for that lady. I'm not sure that really is much help there, but
She's
he's
fast.
looking for a damp old woman that can run really fast. Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
I like
whatever.
what Lucy said. I hope that Kathy does get her own episode. I'd love to see a Kathy episode.
Wow. Yeah, that would be cool. I feel like this show, they could do like episodes on each character and it would be cool. Like I don't know because they don't, you don't get tons of episodes, but like I could see like a web series even where they have like little mini episodes about everybody. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. Especially because we saw, like, I agree about Kathy too, because we saw her doing that creepy shit in the restaurant, right? When she's standing there. So there's got to be something up with that. Like,
yeah. Yeah, you would think maybe there was. Oops. All right. So the sheriff this is where the sheriff's watching her on the video cameras and everything else. That's interesting because there it kind of looks like his head's blurred out, doesn't it? As opposed to like there not being a head. That was probably why I didn't know. Maybe. I don't know. Interesting. But there she is sitting there reading.
I should know that story.
Yeah. And there she is.
Oh, yeah. Trying to make some punch.
Making her punch.
it looks so delicious with real fruit in it instead of it being blood and
It is delicious. You should have some.
No,
So delicious.
Yeah. Did she drink any? I never thought about that. Did she drink any? I think
yeah,
she did.
she drank it.
Interesting.
I don't know Rosemary drank it, did she?
No, I don't think Rosemary did. She has wine. But I have a couple questions about that. First of all, if she drank it, why isn't it affecting her? And second of all, like I understand Rosemary not stopping her, but if you saw somebody pouring animal blood into people's drinks, wouldn't you stop them? I kind of have a little problem with Rosemary if she didn't.
Yeah, but she does that Eeyore, I can't do anything right today kind of thing, and goes on her way. I love it when you watch this on the second go, how these like lines that she has have a whole other meaning. Like she's like, "Are you gonna wear that headpiece?"
Right.
Yes, you mentioned her headpiece a couple times, but you just assumed it was the tiara.
Yeah. You just thought it was a fashion choice, not a real fashion choice.
Tiara was weird too. I mean, she's a grown adult, and she's although they
tiaras. Well, you don't have tiaras.
Tiaras for adult, but would you wear it to a party like that?
Oh yeah. But I'm weird. I dress gothic and steampunk all the time, so yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Well, Rosemary is also old too, like Wick. So she's been around the town. She's seen these things in here, and she's just like, "Listen, shit's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm just gonna sit back and watch and stay alive."
Yep. Drink my wine, okay?
Yep. Be weird, be rude, and stay alive.
Yeah, she's just supportive. Let her be supportive. No, I don't know. I just feel like if I saw somebody doing that, I'd probably say something. Maybe not the headpiece, but cutting up the animals and putting it in their food. That's an issue.
I heard that headpiece was really heavy.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I read an interview with the actress, and she was like, "Yeah, that's why she doesn't have it on her head very long because it's really heavy."
Well, I think in the punch were there sea urchins in each like glass too.
Oh,
it looked like something like that. It was something.
It looks like sea urchins are in each cup.
Could be
garnish.
Yeah, it was definitely something spiky. I wasn't sure.
But
this is where she says, just support me.
Yeah, she does look like Carrie in this with the red dress and the tiara. I never thought about that.
Right?
They did. They did. So there's a lot of tropey homages and stuff in this show. Yeah. But this is where she says, I didn't understand the supply list, and should I suggest a different headpiece?
There's some weird stuff on that list, but that's fine.
Yeah, just be supportive. Be supportive, Rosemary. Be supportive.
Hilarious.
She's all happy coming out. And then he's like, check 1, 2, check 1, 2. And like, really? Stop that. He's learning how to use it, I guess. And then these people come in, and like I feel like this to me felt different watching it the second time and knowing what was going on, because I'm thinking, I wondered why these people came in to have a drink, and she's like, hey, free drinks and dancing, and they like ran out immediately, and it's like, now I know why, because she had like this crazy ass antlers on her head. I would have ran out, tried to go back out too.
Oh, I thought everybody was glamored. I thought they just saw a regular party, but that.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Well, at this part though, nobody was drugged though, because
Yeah, but they
even,
walked
like,
in and it was an empty bar, and there was
Well,
nothing happening.
didn't the girls make a comment about her weird headpiece too?
Oh, I don't
yeah,
know.
the nasty girl did. So I assume until they drank the punch, they saw
Yeah.
everything the way it was.
Exactly.
So I'm assuming
Right.
they
I
saw
don't
it.
think so, because I don't think they would have come to a party like that with her like antlers on her head.
Well, I think
Well,
that's
they
why
already
they
know.
that was my point. I think that's why they're like, "Oh,
glamour.
yeah, I don't know, because the bachelorette party, they were
I mean,
drunk.
I'd
They
show
partied.
up there and she'd be in an antler headdress, and I'd be like, "All right, let's go."
I'm sure you would, but most people
Oh,
would be
yeah.
like, "Oh, something's going on here," and try to turn around.
Let's get those mushrooms going.
Wow.
This is where she's like saying that like calls them attractive people or whatever, and gets upset because
Yeah, the attractive people.
unattractive people, whatever, come up and sit down, and she's like, I'm dressing the room, don't you know? And don't you know what that means? And then she's like, all right, fuggos. Which is like hilarious, but I'm guessing means effing ugly, I guess. But that was funny.
Oh yeah.
I'll think about it. She's like, no. Because I'm like thinking, you want people there. Who cares if they're ugly? Don't you want them there still?
You want the pretty people.
Yeah, but it's time to serve the punch. And there's where she's calling Tom.
I love her delivery of this line.
She's like, I'm at the party and you're not here. I forget exactly what she says.
After you said you'd be here.
Yeah, exactly.
He says maybe Rosemary has experienced a lot of these odd things before and knows she can't make a difference by intervening. So she kicks back and watches the show.
That's what I think, B. 100%. She's got wine, pretty sure. Next episode she'll have some popcorn. She's like, whatever.
Yep.
Thing said, I consider a different headpiece. I really wondered what was up. I just assumed she meant the tiara and didn't think much about it. To be honest.
I thought she was like it was too much or something. That's what I thought the first time.
Exactly.
Yeah. But definitely that deer headpiece is too much.
Oh yeah,
definitely. Let's see. I'm going backwards a little bit there in the comments. The mayor driving down the dark road and finding a random woman in the white reminded me of Will Collins, The Woman in White. That woman wasn't a ghost. The guy just thought she was. I'm not familiar with that, so I'm not sure. Do you
That's
guys
some good Victorian literature.
Okay, there we go.
Spooky stories.
Yeah, I've heard of the
movie version.
Woman in Black, not The Woman in White. I don't know. I like that when the Mean Girls said, "What was she wearing on her head?" I thought they were.
Yeah.
I think they were. That's why I think like this whole thing plays differently when you watch it the second time.
Yeah, but you could play it either way because she says, "What's that on your head?" She could be talking about the tiara.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think that's what you're supposed to think the first time, but when you watch it back, it plays a lot differently, which I think is cool. Like that.
I don't think they start to see shit until they take that punch.
Yeah.
No, I thought that they saw the antlers, and then when they drank the punch, that's when they saw the tiara, and that's why they partied with her. Because then, that's what I thought. They were like all like weirded out, but they expect her to be weird because they went to school and they really don't like her and they know her. So like her wearing this weird ass thing is like whatever. It's weird ass Patricia. So they don't like they wouldn't be spooked away by it. And like you said, the bridal shower party or whatever, they were drunk as hell. But we see in the very first, that attractive couple, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go out," and she's like, "No, stay." And now you know why.
I just thought it was empty. I thought there had to be a glamour on that punch for people to drink it in the first place.
No, I don't know.
Blood punch.
I definitely think there was a glamour on it because when she's walking around with it, it looks like I don't know. Maybe it's because it's dark and she pours it, and they don't really notice that there's like something spiky and chunks in it.
Yeah, when they showed on the
smells
floor,
like blood.
it definitely looks different when it's on the floor. This is when the bitchy women come in, and there the guy's trying to leave. She's all like, "Not yet, not yet."
The innkeeper guy.
Then the wedding party comes in, and this is where I said, "Okay," so there was really a bachelorette party. This to me kind of proved that woman existed and wasn't a hag, because she said that, and before he was like, I didn't see anything about that, and then like, so yeah, there really was a party. So
but she's not there.
No, but I'm saying, no, I know, but I'm saying like this to me confirmed that she was really a person, because there was really a bachelorette party. Like she didn't make sense, is what I was saying. Do you
Chunks.
guys believe Patricia's story about the boogeyman? What do you think? I believe she believes it. And beyond that, I don't know.
I agree. I believe that she believes it, but I also think that she might have manifested something. Something happened to her that night for it all to go down that way. I don't think she's just saying it for attention. I think she could be, but I do think that she believes something happened that night.
Yeah. Yeah.
She might have killed them, though.
Yeah, exactly. She might be the boogeyman.
She might be the boogeyman.
Maybe her subconscious did and she didn't do it on purpose. Who knows?
She might have gotten possessed and just woke up under the bed and not realize what happened or what she's done.
Yeah,
Voices.
maybe. Yeah, voices. Now this guy seems to like her, but this is before he's gotten the punch, so I assume he actually did like her, and then she poisoned him.
Right.
Yeah, she's giving him I forget what it was, the stuff they were eating. And he liked it, and she's going to get more. And then this is where she finally approaches that woman and is like, "Why are you, bitch?" She didn't say it like that, but she should.
Yeah, right.
Why do you mean to me? And this is where she says, "Because my friends were the ones that died, and that you made it about you, because you couldn't have just hid and gotten away."
It's a good
Which
point.
I think that's kind of, I know, but that to me is kind of naive because I don't know whether it happened or not, but I feel like it could have happened that way. Like they don't know it didn't, just because the phone calls didn't, the police didn't find the phone calls, but like maybe
She's not dead.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know, but either way, I think she believes it.
Yeah, probably. But it's a delusion or not, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
She gets upset and goes and cries, and then says, "Serve the punch now." She brings it out.
The book just keeps turning its own pages. Like it just
nice.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even think about that. So everybody's now dancing, partying, having fun. She's dancing with that guy. He tells her to dance, and then I wondered why suddenly they were all dancing like around her, like she was in the center, and they were watching her. I'm thinking, why are they like watching her dance? Like they don't like her. Well, we'll figure that out.
The lights even changed. It got really red in there. It wasn't like that before, too.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. So the sheriff here is talking to his wife, and he's going to leave until he gets that noise complaint come in. I don't know who called in the noise complaint, unless it was Rosemary. I wasn't entirely sure if it was supposed to be her. We weren't supposed to know. But at the Salty Whale, and he was about ready to go home, but he decides to go check it out. And then there's the lights more red and dancing to Rhythm of the Night. And
Into the rhythm of the night.
Yeah, and they're all dancing.
I had that
around.
all in my head. Did you get that stuck in your head for the
Yes.
2 hours?
I didn't until Jenn mentioned it earlier, and then I'm like, okay, thanks for that now. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about it, honestly. I don't know why I hadn't, and I'm like, now it's stuck in my head.
That crazy thing. That was like a split second. It was great cinematography.
It was. And, it reminds me of something, and I can't figure out what it is. And I know, like, later I'm going to remember what it was it's reminding me of. I have, like, this image of a scream like that's coming from something, some movie or something, and I
like
can't.
The Grudge.
Climax?
I don't know. The Grudge. I'm trying to think. I don't think it's The Grudge. I don't know what it is I'm envisioning, but there's something.
Well, the Climax poster, there's a dancer with a mouth like that. It's about dancers that go crazy.
That's in this show?
What?
There's a poster in this show?
No, I was just thinking, you said these were people's mouths are open. But you know what? I feel like the mouths are open because she was in the by the refrigerator making that like angsty mouth, when she was almost about to cry.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're copying it.
Yeah, I think this is like a Midsummer thing where, I don't know if you've seen Midsummer. You probably haven't,
No,
Jamie.
No, I haven't.
But when Danny gets sad and cries, everybody else that's in the village also cries with her or screams with her. And I felt like this was the boogeyman being sympathetic towards Patricia. She gets angsty. She has this almost like I can't cry and I can't scream kind of face. And then somebody comes in and she kind of acts like she's doing something else. But this is how she feels. And these people that are animated now are reflecting that angst.
Right.
Interesting. I don't think that's what I don't know what it is I'm thinking in my head. I'll probably figure it out later.
Probably
But
some
either
like
way,
Japanese horror.
yeah,
That's what that's what I was saying. The Grudge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember screaming. I don't know. What I'm thinking of is like this really odd stilted. You know how like their screaming face is like weird. It's not just screaming. It's like their mouth is really weird. That's what I'm like envisioning, and that was from something. Maybe it was The Grudge. I don't know.
The Ring, then, like Susie said, The Ring. Remember, like Samara would like come up with the water, and like their face would be all twisted with their mouths wide open.
Yeah, it might be. I honestly don't.
Or like
remember.
the way
I had
Vecna.
it could be, but
Yeah,
who
even
knows?
like the way Vecna killed Christy and that other kid.
Yeah. Either way, it's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
How did the girls check the phone records? That sounds like a rumor. She never got the phone. I think when they were at the other party, they said something like the cops never found them in the records. I'm assuming, but you're right. How would they know that? Unless it's because it was her friends that were killed. Maybe she was in on what they found. I don't know. Not sure. It's time for the toast. And she reads it out of the book. It sounded like it's actually a legit thing again. Oh, I hate when I do that. It sounds like it's actually a legit thing again that she's reading from. But everybody's all nice except there's the creepy ass, picture in the mirror where everybody's screaming or silent screaming or whatever. But I do. Yeah, I do really like the way they shot it though. Like it was only the fraction of a second. Those two.
It was really well done. I didn't see it the first time.
Yeah, it was really well done.
It was well done.
Totally.
Okay, so she goes in to get more punch. And this is where Rosemary's like, I didn't understand any of that speech. I'm trying to be supportive, but I have my qualms. That's so funny. The sheriff comes in and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? And that's when she looks down and she sees it. And there's like all these disgusting dead birds and stuff.
She's got a meat flavor there.
Yeah. And then she looks in the mirror. It's a smile like your tips depend on it. But,
she's got some Shauna issues.
Yeah.
And she's like, why didn't you tell me you have some qualms? I love when she says that. She's like, you have some qualms? Really?
That's
like
a beautiful headpiece. I'd wear that.
It is kind of cool. I'm not sure about like the animal head on the top, but the antler part is cool.
Yeah, I wear it to Run Fair.
That is cool.
And then
I love that thing too.
Yeah, that thing's kind of cool. That reminded me of Wicker Man, definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're right about there's some kind of like spiky thing in it. I don't know what's up with that, what that is, but it is in all of them. So
I thought it was like a sea urchin because the water and everything.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a sea urchin. I agree with you. And then this is when she sees what the book really looks like. This reminds me of the book from the Evil Dead, but yeah, it's got that thing on it. And I took a couple of
merch opportunity. They need merch.
You know what this made me think of though? I figured you guys would say yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, somebody's got to say that.
And that looks like a crow on the right side. I was like, is that a crow? Is that the from tell? Yeah.
This is how they get out the from. Don't burn it.
Crow too, but I meant the symbols. It looks like the symbols on the talisman. Me, but that's pretty cool. And then we see the hag. So yeah, if the timeline was a little different, I would have said maybe when she did this, it called it, but he had already been attacked. So this cannot have come, like, it's connected clearly, but her reading the book didn't bring out the hag. But it does interest me that the hag, like the same view he had in the water
is that.
There. Yeah. And Susie's saying hag is a fae. Could be. Do you guys ever see Lost Girls? That's what you guys make me think of. It's really good. I mean, it's not like
I only know the Alan Moore Lost Girls, and that's a totally different thing.
No, it's different. This is a Sci-Fi Channel show, but it's about fae and like, all different kinds of fae. It's interesting. It's not scary, I guess, but I think you might like it. And there's the picture of what's going to happen on the beach. Now this right here.
Oh, yeah.
That reminds me of the talisman. Yeah, exactly. Definitely. So interesting. That is so cool though, because it's clear like they had to have made this out of something because branches wouldn't naturally give like
you can wet branches and then bend them.
Right.
Oh, cool. I did not know that.
Have you done arts and crafts at your school?
Yes.
Not with sticks. I don't
Yeah, we
remember
made this at our school in my kindergarten class.
Oh, interesting. I don't remember playing with sticks,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I
Play
don't
with,
remember.
you know, with little gods.
Oh, that's good. I just do not remember doing that. Twig figures. Yes, it's a twig figure. All right. So here is the bonfire. They're all going out towards it. I don't know what was going to happen other than they were probably going to die because they're all going into the water. Yeah. Wait, what do you mean by deteriorated? How it changed into the spell book, Kaiser, or was there more to it than that we missed or didn't comment on? Because I didn't notice it changing other than when it changed.
I didn't notice more than the deteriorated back, like the stuff on the back that was kind of fading, but I didn't notice anything else about it.
Right. And
I know some of the pictures are the same because when they had the picture of the body, like the drawing of the woman, the back and the front, there was a comparative drawing in the grimoire of that as well. So I don't know if some of the same. I didn't look to see if some of the cocktail pictures mirrored the other pictures that were in it. I just saw the one.
I don't know. Kaiser said it kept wearing. I did not notice that, but now I'm going to have to later go back and look. I didn't notice it. It might be something that's hard to see. I don't know. I mean, I know some of the text, like the stuff that was written, was a little odd, but it still seemed mostly normal. Said it was aging throughout the episode.
The pages were definitely turning on their own.
Yeah, and the mirror kept showing the truth. Yeah, we saw that in the mirror. During this speech,
yes,
there was something like mold in the middle.
Yes, that is true. I did see that.
Interesting. No, I did not see that. Very interesting. Thank you. I didn't see that. I'm gonna have to later go back and
I think that's the only time we see it like really aging. Like you're right, I guess. I forgot about that part, but you do see the mold like right in the center crease.
Oh, that's cool. Let me see. Now you're gonna make me wonder. I don't know if you can see it in
there.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
See, I thought to me that kind of looks like when the copier is like screwy, but I guess it could be mold. I hadn't thought about it like that. It could be mold. Interesting.
Is this everything that be caused by mold?
Yes. Yeah, I hope it's not going to be all that like they're getting high because of the mold, right?
There's rust in the water.
Toner. Yeah, Bill. That's what I meant. Like when the toner bleeds. That's what it reminded me of. Like a bad copy. So the sheriff is trying to stop it. She's like, go in, just save them, because he doesn't know what to do. And she's like, just go save them.
Right.
She goes over to the fire with the big wicker man thing on it. She holds it in. She's gonna burn. Now I really thought her arm was gonna burn. Like, what? Yeah. What do you think about that? Because I honestly thought, I'm like, I don't want to see her arm burn. I was like, I don't want to see that. And then like nothing happened. Like she expected it to happen too. I like that she was willing to risk her life for all these people, even though they hate her.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Good for her, I guess, or not.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right.
Burn them all.
But yeah, I don't know. What did you think about the fact her arm didn't burn?
It's magical.
Well, I think the book might be like a lot of grimoires are usually made out of like skin, right? So the book started like bubbling up and boiling and got rid of it. So I definitely think it was made out of skin. But since she didn't burn, I thought it was because she's got like witch's blood. I think she's been like there's been a spell, like protective binding spell on her, and she's got witch's blood, and that's probably why she doesn't know like her real age or anything about her past. She has like no history because somebody's has binded her with some type of witchcraft, and that's why she's not burning.
You know, the vast majority of grimoires are not made of skin, right?
I thought a bunch of them were actually. Maybe I'm wrong.
It's just the journal.
One's from horror movies, maybe.
Yeah, I meant like the horror, like witchy horror movies. They're usually made of like skin, and even like even in Hocus Pocus.
Got the eye. They don't have any eyes on this one. What?
So the one in Supernatural was made of. But anyway.
Okay, fine. Point taken. I was talking real life.
Yeah, I haven't seen any in real life. I've only been privileged to movies and TV shows.
Yeah. Either way, the thing starts falling down, and once that happens, everybody's fine, and you're like, "Yay, they're fixed." And then that bitch is like, "She drugged us." That was
yes,
Misty.
That's how you knew we were back. I'm like, okay, everybody's back. Here comes the hate.
Randy Mayer says the evil ones are. I agree. The evil ones are.
Khaleesi just had that moment of glory when she was dancing, and now it's all back to reality again.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they hate her again. So she's walking down the road, and just like we said before, like she was saying before, she always, when she walked down the road, but he stops, and they're like, get in. And she's like, I thought she looked kind of happy here. Did you feel like that?
Yeah, because he picked her up.
Yeah, so I thought that she was happy that, she's got a friend.
This actress goes through so much in this scene that I thought she went from relieved to kind of happy to kind of sinister looking.
Oh, really? I didn't notice.
Oh, yeah. She looks a little sinister in a couple of shots, and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe she knows she's a boogeyman.
Interesting. I thought she just looked happy, like she actually got some friends.
That was one of the feels, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. VP Moore said maybe because she was willing to make the sacrifice to hurt herself to save them, she's protected.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah, maybe. She might be a white witch, a little white witch. Witchery.
Yeah. Is that laughing faces? Looks like laughing faces. I saw emojis. Okay, so at the church, they go in and everything's kind of all over the place. I couldn't get a picture of the floor, but it looked like there was stuff all over the floor too. The phone's off the hook.
I think it's all the papers.
Yeah, they're all over, and they're like, "What's going on?" And then we see on the back of the door, the priest has hung himself. The reverend has hung himself. I love his expression.
Did he have a fire going too? Didn't he burn papers and books?
Yeah, he burned papers. Yeah, there was a little bit of a paper on fire when they came.
Yeah.
Which makes me think he probably burned what they need, right?
Of course.
Of course. Oh. He burned whatever he was reading last time. Remember, like from the other episode, he's like, if you hear the bell ring, these are the following steps you have to take. I was trying to read it, but they don't show the whole thing from. So I'm like, I'm wondering if he burned that paper, so now they don't know the following steps to take.
Wonderful.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's see. B said, I really thought she was going to burn him well, and I wondered why'd she stick her hand in that fire. Yeah. Well, she's trying to save him. That's how I looked at it.
Trying to do good.
She was being selfless.
Yeah. Saving her enemies.
Right. Even though she knows she wasn't responsible because there was something obviously affecting her mind, she was still willing to sacrifice and fix the situation.
Yeah. She saved him at any rate, her and the sheriff, he helped too. He gets a little bit of credit there, right?
I liked how he tried to keep moving people when they're in the ocean, like, but they just kept moving. He was trying to make this attempt to move people, and he just couldn't do it.
Yeah. Right. He was trying. He's like, what do I do? And she's like, just get him out of the water. I kind of prefer Patricia's poverty over the mayor's. I do like her a lot better than him, but like I said before, I think you're supposed to he's supposed to be kind of annoying and isn't he? I feel like he is.
Kind of abrasive.
Yeah. The moment Tom asked for her help, I felt that she just wanted to make friends. Poor Patricia. Yeah. Tom's facial expressions all work and no play make Tom.
Wow.
All right. Well, anything else? Next week we will have just one episode. This was just because of the way they had dropped more and the days they came out on. Next week we'll do episode 5.
Just the one.
Yeah, just the one.
These are short episodes too.
Yeah, well, we still were here. We still were here over in 2 hours, so I think we did okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. But unless you guys got anything else, that is the end of the episode. You got any thoughts of what you think's coming?
Yeah, we like what the next I guess spooky thing we'll see next episode. I'm not really sure. What do you think, Scarlet? I couldn't figure it out. I was like, I don't know. evil mermaids? Like, what other lore is there? Is there going to be
Oh.
like a ghost in the lighthouse? Is he going to have to go up there?
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be bad because this priest off himself, so it's probably bad.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're probably going to get more about the priest because that kind of ended like we need to figure out what happened, right?
Yeah. I hope you think they will open up and they'll be going through the papers and trying to see what they can find, or we're going to open up and they're just going to be on their own figuring stuff out or trying to.
I don't know. I think they'll probably look, but whether they'll find something or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead, Jen.
I was gonna say, with the shock of finding his body, I wonder if they'll just like get out of there, make phone calls, and like never go back. Like, I hope they like pack up some of those papers and take them with them and like actually like investigate and see like what's going on with the town.
Sure. Do something. Hopefully. Wait, I'm looking to see what it's called. The next one.
I wonder. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. I was just looking. Go ahead.
No, I just have one observation. I was hoping they would get back to that chair and that root cellar.
Yeah. Yes, I'd like to know what the hell that is. That's creepy.
That was it.
Oh yeah, that's creepy shit. The next one's called "What to Expect on Your Trip."
Oh.
I like how they all have weird descriptions that are like they're from the brochure or something. So it says, "We apologize for the curfew. Please remain calm as we determine what's happening. On a separate note, keep your teenagers inside after dark."
Wow.
The one that we just covered now, episode 4, was called Beach Reads. We're talking about next.
So what are they going to expect? Some monsters?
I don't know at this point.
A rash? Locusts?
I don't know, but I like that there's more than one thing. I do like that there's like, it's not just like one freaky thing. There's lots of freaky things, right?
Right. It's like a big mixture of a lot of witchy lore, which I like.
Me too.
The fact that the priest hanged himself on the door so close to the floor is impressive. Seems like he was high enough to not save himself in a moment of regret.
Yeah.
Oh, he had something, I don't know, something tied around his neck.
A belt, I think.
Yeah, Kimberly said maybe it was staged.
It might be.
I don't know, but if it wasn't, I feel like it's probably something to do with whatever the hell we saw in the well. He said something though about like when he left that message to him, it sounded like the message that he left sounded like he was going to do something though, right? Like he said something like, "I've heard it," and
yeah. Did you hear in the well? Is that where you heard it? Because it had that well scene.
I think so.
They played. We heard bells. Like viewers heard bells after that. So I didn't know if it was supposed to be he heard something in the well or that he heard the bells. That's why I was a little confused about that.
Oh, yeah. It could go either way, I guess, now that you say that, because their bells did toll.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I hope we still find out why the church bell was tied down, even though the priest is gone. I don't know. I think that, the idea was that the bell couldn't ring because it was tied down, and that's how he knew it was like supernatural or whatever. And then he got that paper that said something like if the bell tolls or whatever. I assume that's why he went there, but I don't know. I didn't know what the hell the well thing was about. That part just confused me. So,
well, on the only thing you can really see from the letter, it says you have to go to the north side of the island. That's what I can make out that the paper says, and then it says you have to pull something, and then you can't make out like whatever it says. Like you won't get the full sentences, but you have to go to the north side of the island. You can make that part out. So I wonder if the well is on the north side of the island. I guess we kind of really don't know.
I would guess from what you said, probably. He says, I wonder if someone will go into the priest's office and read all the mysterious papers. Maybe he didn't burn everything. I hope not, or they're not going to find anything. We want him to find something. The priest knew something about the curse, the grimoire, and or the well.
Yes.
I would agree.
For sure.
Maybe he left them something too. I don't know. It's just that message he left on the answering machine makes me think that he did do it himself, that it wasn't somebody else that did it to him, but I don't know. At least that's what it sounded like.
I don't think it's a person. I think if it would be something supernatural trying to stop him from stopping it.
I don't know. I just assumed from the message he unalived himself, but I guess it could have been fake too. I don't know.
I mean, it would
Yeah.
explain why those pages are burnt.
Yeah. Was there? I was gonna say, what was in that room besides? Hold on, let me go back. Could you see anything in the room? You can see like a fireplace, so I'm like assuming if something was burning, he might have thrown it in the fire. But beyond that, I don't think.
Oh, candles.
The candles too. Yeah, he could have burned it in the candles. That's a good point. Yeah. I'd like to accidentally. That's what I said. I wish it was like an expensive camera, then she could have been like, "Oops." That's what I would have done. I guess I'm not as nice as her because that's what I would have done.
See, if this was in a church, I would say that the candles are setting up some kind of ritualistic killing thing.
Yeah, you're right. It's in a church. They're probably just candles.
Probably just candles. Sometimes candles are candles.
Sometimes candles are candles. You're right. Susie thinks there's something way off with time. I don't know. I feel like we're not there. Well, maybe once we get another episode in and we're halfway through, because we're not halfway through yet, maybe like some of that will be a little clearer. I don't know. But there is 10 episodes, so we still have 6 left. So yeah, I don't know. The next one apparently is about a trip. Since this is what's on your trip. I don't
both of them are about trips. Both episodes, this one and Friends episode.
It makes me think maybe it doesn't mean a literal trip, you know? It makes me think maybe it's like a
flashback.
Like a flashback or like they get high or something. I don't know. It's just making me think of that because of From.
Oh yeah, and the son gets high, right? He's smoking weed.
He is smoking a lot of stuff, so he could be, or I don't know. That is what it makes me think of though. Is that that's probably just because of From. I'm thinking of that.
Magic mushrooms.
Magic mushrooms, and yes, it was a disposable camera.
You think someone's leaving the island, Bill Chill?
But I thought they couldn't leave. Can they leave?
Well, he can leave because he wasn't born there, so Tom can leave.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting if his son tried to leave and what would happen if he left.
Yeah.
Because his son's rebellious. He could get on a ferry.
Yeah. I think they were the ones that died were like off the island for a little bit, right? So, because it like they said they had I don't know, the one had like a heart attack or something later. So I kind of wonder if they made like a short trip and came right back if they'd be okay. But they don't. I mean, you wouldn't test it, but I'm just saying. I kind of wonder like, could they go off and come right back and be okay? Like maybe it's like they can't be away from it for too long or something. Because they're somehow tethered to it.
Yeah, I wonder if they can like be on the water. They just can't touch the mainland, like literally the land, or if I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know the answer to that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, hopefully, I mean, they might be going to try something, I guess. So we'll hopefully find out next week. All right. Well, I guess that's it. Unless you guys have something to add. We've gone through the whole episode, but thank you everybody for coming. Please make sure you like the video, hype it if you're a mobile and can, and subscribe to Sci-Fivision. And make sure you check out all our previous live streams and interviews on the live and video tab. And once again, just a reminder, we have Liz Saunders from coming on June 3rd at 7 p.m. And we have another From guest next week that we will announce during our Sunday From show who it is, because you guys are going to watch the episode first. And then and then you guys can send us questions for that. I do think there's going to be 1, possibly 2 other From interviews as well. I don't know if they're going to be live or not, but I do think there's more interviews coming. So make sure you check that out. Our watch parties for From, again, just a reminder, are Saturday night at midnight when it drops and Sunday at 9 Eastern. And then we have the live Sundays at 10:30. And then Monday we have them at 10 for the review. And then Tuesdays we have our Fandom Access. And tomorrow we have a full week this week. Tomorrow we have Punisher. We have a watch party at 9:30 and the live stream at 11. All that is in Discord. So make sure if you're not a member that you join, please. And I was going to say, are people liking it? I was curious. I was checking to see if I know a lot of times people aren't clicking it. Well, yeah, we got some people. That's appreciated, guys. But please hit that subscribe button, and that's always appreciated as well. And then you can stay up to date on what we're doing.
Is there anything you want to hype, Jamie? Any particular videos?
I think you can only hype them for a week, can't you? Isn't it like not available after that?
Anything last week you want to hype?
Well, then any I'd say the From videos then usually are the
Okay.
best ones to hype. They'll probably get the most. But you know, I'm happy and hype appreciative of any hypes. So because I don't get that many hypes, so I'm appreciative of them. But please do subscribe. All right, guys. Well, be there. You know, there isn't a channel. You can post them in like community. I guess would probably be the best place. I was trying to think of like what channels are actually there.
Self promo.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it's not From. Yeah, I'd say probably in community if you want, or arts and crafts, whatever. It doesn't matter. You can post them wherever be. But we, you know, it's not specific to the show. It's not that big of a difference. La la la. Let's see. So yeah, I guess that I was seeing we had a message. I was trying to see who it was. All right. Well, I guess that's it, guys. Thank you. We will see you next time. Please do join Discord, and we'll see you next week, I guess, and hopefully tomorrow for Punisher.
Yes. Bye. Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Let's say farewell to Inside Trek, who went ashore and met the hag.